What's up, party people?
Welcome to Marital Hate.
Welcome to Perfectville.
It's not Perfectville. The podcast is called
Oh,
Marital Hate.
Marital Hate.
The theme song is called
Perfectville.
Perfectville. And off your new album,
By Douglas Gear.
songs 1 through 10.
That leaves me open for the next album, which could be 10 more, 11 through
I
21.
think you need to do 11 on the next album, 12 on the next album, 13 on the next album, 14 on the album after that, 15 on the album after that.
What am I, a supergroup? Am I a 70s supergroup?
Kind of.
Oh, maybe.
I mean,
well, let's tell people who we are and what. Well, we've already told them who we are.
well, kind of. Welcome to Marital Hate. I'm Stacy.
I'm Doug.
We are married.
Yes.
But did you go public on your wall?
Not yet.
We are married, but we do not, in fact, hate
We
each
did
other.
not go public on our walls.
We do this live interactive podcast Monday through Friday for the most part, and on special occasions like this Sunday, we're going to be live on Sunday night because some people feel lonely on holidays, and we like to make them understand that no one will ever love them if they continue to be the way they are.
Yeah.
Just like no one loves us.
Bunch of piss
So we
clams.
might as well be friends with one another, and we'll play Jackbox, and we'll be.
We are going to
horrifying.
play a little Jackbox. That's
What's
always
going on with my
that's
hair?
always a nice. Well, I don't know what's happening.
Usually my hair looks super cute, but right now it looks like a super.
Well, you actually commented
like a
today.
super
We were
catastrophe.
driving around and we're in Naples. We're in a very nice area. And this guy was a Porsche or something. He had a convertible with the top up.
Yes.
And it made no sense to us because it was a beautiful day.
Well,
you
there
can
was
probably
some
see
more
a
than
little
one
sunburn.
vehicle. Like if you have a vehicle that's a convertible and you live in Southwest Florida, why?
But maybe they're going to a
What's-
business meeting. They can't have their hair on.
Then
and stuff,
if there's somebody that goes to business meetings and has to worry about,
you got to pay for the goddamn Porsche. You got to do something.
Not really. I'm a money magnet. The universe brings things to me automatically, like my Jeep, for example. I mean, I did some things to get that, but
I was gonna say I'm a skank magnet.
you
Skank.
just call me a skank.
No,
Face.
it's not
Call
you.
me a skank. That's
It's all
not
my
nice.
side pieces.
Your side pieces. You don't even have sideburns. Side pieces. Please.
I don't
if
even like side
anybody would
dishes.
like my husband to be would like to be my husband's side piece.
You know what? You're gonna ask that, and
Listen.
somebody's gonna say, you know what?
He only
That might not be
drives-
so bad.
He only drives to
Yeah,
the
you have to
Publix
be
at
in
the
a
top of the
a
street. So you
quarter
have
mile
to live
radius.
on our block.
Yeah.
Or have to be willing to drive him or pay for his Ubers because I handle the finances.
They
and I'll
can
know.
come here on Wednesdays while you're gone at church.
I'm gone for an hour and a half.
That's all I need.
What about what they need?
It's really more about me with the side piece, if you think about it. If you're going to be
See,
somebody's side piece,
what you don't realize is
you're not really.
it's always about the guy.
Yeah.
It's not about you.
Yeah,
He
side
will
piece.
do to you what he did to your
whoever
to his partner, and women too. Women cheat on their husbands
happens.
sometimes.
But not on Wednesdays at
So you're
11:30
saying
to
is
1:30.
You're considering getting a side piece. It's first of all,
I wasn't considering it until you brought it
I
up.
leave at 11:30.
Yeah,
I get home at 2:00. So
I can get a
actually,
lot of side piece action in that time.
You really
I
could.
might even get
I
two
think
side
that you're
pieces.
gonna have to go with one of the
It's
neighbors.
exciting.
I think you're gonna have to go with one of the neighbors. I don't know which one, but they seem lovely. We haven't had any problems in the neighborhood. Although we're pretty sure us and the pool guy have decided that the people up the street, they're cooking meth.
They're doing something. The guys they
You
got.
don't live in this neighborhood and drive those cars.
Yeah, he's got like
What
a
does he have, a
Hellcat
McLaren?
working. He's got a McLaren. He's got a
Got a
Grand
nice Jeep.
National. He's got. I don't know. He's
Got
all
some
kinds of
cars on him.
Crazy stuff.
Anyway, we have a lot to talk about tonight, but we're kind
it's
of
presumptuous
presumptuous.
of us to think that he can't make that kind of money. He just
No, it's
living
just
in
that
a
if you're
crappy
okay,
apartment.
if you have the kind of money
Mm.
that makes it so you can afford those cars, you wouldn't want to put them in our neighborhood because our neighborhood is
and then
shitty.
you would want to probably live in a better place. So you'd use your money doing that
Side note: somebody came to the door last night after the podcast, or like at 9:30.
during the podcast.
But we hadn't paid for the Ring subscription yet, so we don't know
So we
who
have
it
no idea.
was. And I paid for the Ring subscription.
Maybe it was my
so we're
side
clear
piece
now.
from the neighborhood.
Could be. I paid for the Ring subscription, thinking that
So now
they'd
we
tell
got
me.
you.
I still have no idea who the fuck it was. But if you come now we know who you are. We have all kinds of cameras and shit.
Oh yeah.
We pay for that shit.
Yeah, it's like Fort Knox up
Stupid.
in this bitch.
In any case, so we do a live interactive podcast Monday through Friday at
Well,
8.
not that anybody's been able to get a word in edgewise tonight because nobody's made a comment.
Well, they can
bunch
make
of
a comment.
lurkers.
See, the beauty of it is they can make a comment and interrupt anytime they want.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't. You can't.
No, I can't. I've been told.
So no matter where you are, so there's not a ton of people watching right now, but that's okay. It picks up. Last night we started out slow and we were at 50. Right now, there's just the 5 of you.
We're getting all right.
And Anne's here. She says hello. And Anne is one of our favorite viewers.
She broke the wall of
She was
silence.
a master hater. In fact, she was the very first guest on this podcast.
That's
And it is an honor.
She should get a little statue for that or something.
We've had Wes and Nolan and the Roaming Royals and Anne and Dave and
Dave was not a guest.
he was a man in the pool.
And
And
then
John and Donna, like they didn't even want to watch the
No,
podcast.
they were-
They
yeah.
went inside.
they were in there
Like,
cleaning.
Fuck you guys.
They were scrubbing
We've been
grout.
listening to you people talk all day. We don't even want to be on your
Yeah.
podcast. Fuck you both.
Although I was saying that Donna needs to come back because
We
Donna,
do. We
Donna
miss
cracks
them.
me up.
We miss them. Actually, I'm bummed out that we didn't get to see Anne while she was down here. But it sounds like
Anne
she
had no
was-
time for us. She was
Well,
running around.
between me never knowing how I'm going to feel and I wasn't feeling well in the weeks leading up to her coming, I definitely could have pulled it together while she was here. But she had so much going on. I didn't make plans in advance. And next time I'm going to be more strategic about it
Strategic.
because I like her. I like to hang out with her.
No, she's genuinely a
And
lovely person.
there's been some fancy fucking birds at Ding Darling.
Oh,
so
spoonbills.
if we go and I'm feeling halfway
Other
decent,
things.
you should just lay there with your camera. You just lay there. I'll
Lay
come
there.
back for you later.
Yeah, they were in a small area too, so you could, if you had any sort of zoom lens at all, you could get really.
Well,
good
there
picture of
was a
this thing.
gator out. There was everything. So the marijuana is just starting to kick in, as you can tell. I'm a little bit like, what's going on?
Looking for the
So I'm
popo.
baked, and y'all get to comment along. So you see, Anne just commented, but she's on YouTube, and different people are watching from different places. So like right now, 4 people are watching on my Twitter, and herein lies the problem with Twitter. If you're watching from Twitter, you can't comment.
Mm.
Somebody's watching on Doug's page.
What's
and-
up, Doug
well, you
Page?
can comment. By the way, you
Represent.
can comment on Twitter. It just doesn't bring
Team
the
Doug.
comment up on our page. Whereas if you're on YouTube at Marital Hate or Facebook, which sometimes kicks us off, we can pull your comments up on screen. We're also on Instagram.
I don't know what happened with
it's-
Instagram over there.
It
Froze
just-
us.
It looks like it's having mental problems.
It's got issues.
Doesn't mean that it's having problems. It just means that my computer
got
is being a
issues.
dick.
JV Thier gives us a thumbs up. David, we give you a thumbs up. How's that?
Where do you want to give him a thumb? Right up his ass? Think he'd like that? Like a
I
little.
don't know what he likes or what he
Here
doesn't
is
like.
Thumbkin. Here is Thumbkin. Up your butt. Up your butt.
I was just trying to
Stimulate
be
your
nice.
prostate.
Like the guy-
Stimulate your prostate. What? Why? Don't you think Davey Thier deserves to have
You turned a nice
You will
nursery
come.
rhyme.
You
no,
will come.
wait. It's not done.
Davey
It's-
Thier's
be quiet.
prostate? Davey Thier's prostate.
You turned a nice nursery rhyme. And I was just being nice. Like Dave gave us a thumbs up. He didn't have to do that. So I thought we would give him a thumbs up. And then you turn it into a prostate stimulating nursery rhyme.
I think Dave deserves to have his prostate stimulated.
Well, yeah, but not by me or you.
Why not me? Why not you?
Yeah,
He's a loyal viewer of the podcast. He wants his prostate stimulated.
I
At
don't.
his
I don't-
age, you're not going to do that for him.
I'll give him money to go get it done down at
No, you
the
won't.
Dixons.
No,
Huh?
you won't. We have no
I'm
money
not gonna
coming
do
in.
it. I'm not gonna do it.
Until your record goes platinum, we's broke.
Yeah.
So
could you
Dave,
could you download that bad boy for
what-
me? Thank
one
you.
of you is going to have to take a finger in the butt. My laptop is frozen once again, so I'm going to just. Oh,
Yeah, we're
hang
still
on.
frozen over there too.
Ann says Ding Darling was cool. Ding Darling is the shit, and I also really like Jim at the Gate.
Jim is
Who has
great.
not been
Yeah.
there the last couple times we've been there, but Ding Darling is a wildlife refuge. I believe it's 8 miles square on Sanibel Island, which is we live in Cape Coral. It's about 45 minutes, unless you hit traffic, and then it can take you 4 hours. Especially getting off the island's a fucking nightmare. But in any case, Ding Darling's a wildlife refuge. We've seen massive white pelicans. We've
Big
seen
ones.
spoonbills. We've seen gators. We've seen manatees. We've seen porcupine. We've seen we saw a snake, but that wasn't at Ding Darling. It was on our way there. We think a bird dropped it. We saw a pair of bald eagles.
Pair of them.
That was also not in Ding Darling. It was right outside. Gopher tortoise, also not in Ding Darling, right outside.
Just outside.
Just what you do is just go.
But
in
we
the
did
back
see
way,
manatee.
back up the gate. We saw 2 manatee.
Yeah.
2 manatee. We saw some people
Is it
from Oregon.
Is it manatees or 2 manatees or 2 manatee?
Manatee.
So it's not manatees.
you like a cup of
I saw
manatees?
several manatees.
Manatee.
Or I don't know. That's a good question.
David says maybe I can download it at CUW.
No
and convert it
freebies.
to a free
There's no,
download.
there's no freebies.
Ooh,
How am I supposed to? How am I supposed
that's
to?
harsh.
How am I supposed to live a pop star life?
You want us to stimulate your prostate, and you're
I
not even going to
can't
buy
even
Doug's
imagine.
record?
I give you thumbs down to
What's
your
it gonna
freebie
cost you,
music.
$10?
Thank you.
That's like a beer. It's like buying us a beer. And I'm telling you, given all the crazy shit that we've told you on this podcast, I think that you should buy us a beer. You should buy us a beer and buy the album. Actually, you should probably buy us something stronger than beer.
Like a nice Midori sour.
I don't know. I did tell the nice people at the juice bar today about pink cocaines.
Oh yeah, and they're like, "Oh yes, okay." Oh, I don't think anywhere in Florida you probably shouldn't be talking about cocaine.
Oh my god, it was hilarious. We have so much to talk about today. So anyway, it's an interactive podcast. So when you comment, we put your comments up on the screen. So Anne and Dave, thank you so much for interacting with us. It makes other people feel less shy. It's so funny too, because like somebody's always going to be the first one on the dance floor.
Yeah, right.
Right. And once the floor is open, and it depends too. Because if you're just like the one person out there being weird,
then you're a weirdo.
Like,
and then
like
if another person joins in, then
it's
it's just two weirdos.
Like a crazy person. But then like if you have like one chill, one no, what you need is a slow building of the insanity. We're coming in hot, but y'all,
yeah,
slow and low.
Yeah, with that thumbkin
that is
rhyme.
The tempo.
That was coming in hot. Your thumbkin rhyme about
what? If you not like my thumbkin rhyme?
Prostate stimulation with your thumb.
Do you want me to stimulate your prostate with my thumb?
I don't. You know, I've looked at diagrams.
Yes.
I don't think your thumb can reach it.
I am 100% sure my thumb can reach it.
I will try later.
Okay.
I don't give a shit.
We'll report back to you on Mondays. Oh, sorry. Do we talk about
it? It is Good Friday.
Today's Friday.
It is Good Friday.
Today is Friday.
Yeah.
I thought today was Thursday. So on Wednesday, I thought it was Thursday. On Thursday, I thought it was Wednesday, and now I think it's Thursday.
How many fingers am I holding up?
None.
Okay.
Side note, we are doing the podcast on Sunday night. We usually just do it weeknights, but we are going to do it on Sunday night. We're going to play Jackbox. It'll be fun. It's easier if you have two screens, meaning you're watching on your laptop and playing on your phone, but it can be done with one device. We have many a friend who has done it. It's always a fucking blast.
I have a little question.
Yes.
You know how like you're supposed to reduce screen time?
Yeah.
Is our podcast considered screen time? Because we're on the screen, we're looking at a screen most of the time.
I mean, it's definitely considered screen time. Anytime you're looking at a screen is. So that's typing an email, watching television, texting, social media, whatever it is, that is screen time. If there is a screen in the vicinity that is blinding you in the eyes and brainwashing you, it's fucking screen time. But the beauty of our podcast is you can just listen to it. You can just be a listen cast.
Too much as usual. Yes, that's what you get here at
Easter.
Merrillade. Well, happy Easter, happy Good Friday, and happy whatever.
That is my middle name.
Wait,
I should legally have that. Changed.
You have what they call Maundy Thursday.
What's that?
My mom used to talk about that. Thursday before Good Friday was called Maundy Thursday. I'm not sure what it means. I'm going to look it up. Then you have Good Friday, and then you have Easter. But what the hell is Saturday? Is it like called anything? It's not It's Maundy Thursday.
Yeah, it's the 5th day of Holy Week.
We
always called it Holy Thursday.
No.
We always called it
Monday, Thursday.
Or Holy Thursday. Monday,
Thursday. Your people don't count in my little life. So
the
Monday, Thursday, among other names.
Communicates the washing of the feet. Oh my fucking God.
They wash the feet.
Oh my God. Every fucking year we had the feet washing at church.
Who washed feet? Jesus? Or did he get his feet?
The apostles washed the feet.
The apostles yeah.
Everybody washes feet. Jesus.
Greek Easter is coming. But don't forget. George, you made the podcast. George made the podcast last night.
Oh yeah, we were talking.
I showed
about
your bench
reverse mortgage king,
King
George,
reverse mortgage king,
and Michelle Cloutier Miller is doing her
she
bit.
Was dying. Yeah,
she's doing her bit to promote your business. By the way, because every time Michelle comes out, I can't just say, "Oh, Worcester's finest realtor," because Michelle's my friend, but Sandy's also my friend, and I'm like, "Oh, the two best realtors in the area are Michelle and Sandy."
Yeah.
But if you need a mortgage, go to George.
We only have one mortgage guy.
So George, you got to split up the leads I send in. You got
to Greek Jesus.
I would love to call him Greek Jesus. But I feel see now I just
Greek Jesus.
He's okay, I'm just this is just one of those times where I'm going to say something inappropriate.
Oh, she's going to do it,
and everybody's just going to have to fucking
go over here,
especially George.
Just going over here,
and double for Sandy.
I'm just going over here.
There's something incredibly hot about the idea of Greek Jesus washing my feet. Sorry, Sandy.
What's he wash it with? Like the
my feet are clean,
like olive oil or something like that.
I have good feet.
She has.
Hang
Good.
on. Is there a way,
Hey, wait.
is there a way to show my
No, I
feet?
don't know
Like,
about that.
kick them
All right,
over my
so
head
George
like a
has apparently
synchronized
showed us a
swimmer?
smiley face with big eyebrows. So
Oh my God.
like Dukakis eyebrows. Yes, olive oil and maybe something other from Ed Hyder's store.
Is he gonna use olive oil to lubricate my feet? What do you?
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably good. Goddamn know. And
I know,
thorns.
why do I have?
He
weird-
wants
That's a
thorn.
weird turn on to have.
What have your feet washed by
Greek Jesus washing my feet. I don't know why that's hot, but it is. There's something so wrong with me. Hey, listen, we've
Wait.
been doing Mary Fuck Kill for the podcast the last, I don't know, however long, and I resisted the urge to do the Holy Trinity on Sunday. So you guys should be really proud of
I
me.
don't rein her in.
I'm railing
So-
it in.
So David says, Saturday Jesus went to hell and brought all
Mm-hmm.
the righteous souls that were not baptized to heaven. Is that what happened?
We're really not good at this.
I don't know. It's probably if Dave says it, I have no reason to doubt Dave.
Listen, I keep finding out about like parts of the Bible that they keep on like the down low.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, nothing would surprise me anymore because it's all like, here's the thing. It was all translated. It's all about the translations and how the stories came together in the first fucking place.
Right.
I mean, think about stories that we've told. As a matter of fact, my friend Christina, who is a delightful chiropractor, vitamin C chiropractic, highly recommend them. We had bought this big cabinet off Facebook Marketplace. At Brimfield.
Brimfield, yeah.
And it had these long drawers, almost like a card catalog thing, but it was metal. And
Yeah.
she, at the time, was making these beautiful glass. Actually, we have one right there.
Those-
Sea glass like artwork things. They're fucking awesome.
They're like
and-
glass, and you put stuff in them, and you put them on
Epoxy,
your
it's
window.
beautiful.
Yeah, boxing.
And
was the word I was looking
so I don't
for.
know if she's doing it anymore, but she bought this thing from us to put her supplies in. But I'd forgotten shit in the drawers. And so what was in the drawers was a pipe that belonged to my old assistant, like a pot
Yeah.
pipe. And I don't smoke weed because it makes me cough and then I pee and
It's
that's not a
gross.
good look for me.
Smells
And
bad.
I don't like to smoke. I
Smell
do the oil
bad.
straight, like doing an edible without the calories. Sometimes I'll vape the oil, but I usually straight.
Okay, nobody
um,
asked, but okay,
but-
go ahead.
In any case, and then there was like a couple curling irons and possibly a pair of handcuffs. So when Christina tells the story,
Oh
she
no,
tells
there was
people- she tells people that there was like crack in there and stuff.
and
she's
dildos
like-
and things like that. Yeah.
She just like
So Dave says that only slaves to wash someone's feet,
yeah, but I thought that it was Jesus.
and then Jesus turned the
washed
feet water
of the
into wine.
apostles. I thought Jesus.
He didn't turn the
thought
feet water
Jesus-
into wine.
I gotta call my Jesus.
Did he
friend.
walk on
is
the feet water?
homesick.
Okay.
Hang on.
You went to Catholic school. Like, how am I supposed to
I
know?
think
this?
Jesus.
George
washed the feet of the
can't help us.
apostles.
He went to Greek church. They
I
only know Greek Jesus stuff. We're
Not
kinda
right
in the
now.
middle of
We're in the
something.
middle of something.
Yeah.
No worries.
Hey,
Hey, was that you guys last night at like 9:30? Was that you guys last night at like
With guests.
9:30? No, I said, was it you guys last night at 9:30?
did you ring the bell? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it
we
makes
had
sense.
no idea who it was because I hadn't paid for the ring thing yet, but it's paid for now. But
We do a podcast, so
you give the
we're,
kids.
we're
you
like
do
live
it.
on.
Hang on, guys, you do it. I'm gonna open
What
the
am I doing?
garage,
I know
run
I'm doing-
in, and get your thing.
So, well, what I was saying was that George only knows Greek Easter stuff, which I think the Greek god Adonis brought unto the people the world's first soloplex to do ab work. That was one of the first ones. There was some sort of Odysseus, Euclidus that brought onto the earth the baseball, and then the Dukakis who brought unto us the tank of all people, of all things in life. George is saying 9:30 or 9:40. I don't know what that means, George. 9:30 or 9? Is that a ratio? Is it 9 to 30? I don't know what you're talking about, George. And then David says to wine, first miracle with the feet water was that.
They were
So
fucking Dr. Pepper. I'm like, you're not getting
yeah,
Dr.
no,
Pepper
no,
at
it's
8:30 at
8 o'clock.
night.
Jesus, these
You'll never
goddamn kids.
sleep.
So-
Are we supposed to not feed the neighborhood children?
No,
by the way,
we'll give them water and stuff.
We're the
but
nice
I'm
old
not going to
people.
give them crappy stuff. We're trying to make. We're going to change that generation. That, like, you know what?
yeah, they like the meat sticks. I gave
They
them
might
fruit and
s-
cheese packs. They
Yeah,
like
but
those.
black soda. Don't drink the black soda.
That sounded so racist.
It does sound a little soda racist.
It's hard being white because you never know when you're being racist or you're going to offend someone.
Well, I think I just offended George for being Greek and Dave for being a knowledgeable Catholic, which I'm assuming.
Wait,
he's Catholic.
was he being knowledgeable? Is he really serious?
What? I don't know. I don't know what George is talking about. He's talking about 9:30, and then we were talking about slaves washing feet, things of that nature. Maybe we need a consultant that can kind of chime in. You know how like on NFL games they have the head referee guy that comes in and is like, well, that's interference if he touches the guy below the knee. That's what we need here. We need like somebody to come in and say like, all right, you can say that about the Bible. You can't say that about the Bible. People will get upset. I don't want to make anybody upset. I just want to make them embarrassed by saying things like, that we overshare. What are you looking up?
I'm reading it. The English word Monday is from the name blah, blah, blah. Middle English, Old English, Monday, blah, 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 blah,
Mork
blah,
and
blah.
Monday from the 70s.
That you love one another as I have loved you, and that you also love one another by the statement in the chapter 13, the Gospel of John. Oh, he did just try calling me. Okay. Sorry. I believe I have a Jesus freak online. Don't say the name. Don't say the name of the person.
We have a...
Hello, our favorite Jesus freak.
You're live on the air of the podcast. We need a religion. We need some religion consulting, please. Can you put the religious guy on the phone?
Fridays today.
Well, yeah, we're saying blasphemous shit on the internet, and we just want to make sure that we're historically accurate in our blasphemous shit.
And one of our guests has become a Bible freak in his old age and knows it and know it to a point when I'm bored. That's kind of awesome.
Okay,
actually.
so I thought Dave was fucking us.
I thought Dave was Jewish.
Fucking with us.
I know.
I thought he was fucking with us, but he said Saturday Jesus went to hell and brought all of the righteous souls that were not baptized to heaven.
Fact or fiction?
I do not know.
He doesn't know.
Call your minister. But now I have to think Dave is not fucking with us.
No, I think Dave's going to fact check.
Okay, and also...
Well, Dave fact checks. We're going to say hi to Tracy. She's
Jesus
a little late, whatever.
I have never heard of that.
Never heard of that.
Wait, Jesus washed the apostles' feet? Correct?
Yes.
I thought so.
Yes, correct.
Well, I thought, but Dave says only slave wash someone's feet.
Yeah, but that was in the time period.
Oh, that was in
the whole point of submission.
It was like him, like I'm submitting to you. Well, this is
why is he submitting? He's the son of God. He's the son of God. Why is he submitting to anything?
Kind of like
special powers. He can walk on water, change water into other substances like Jello.
I'm just saying, you and your Jesus friends are not doing a very good job.
I don't know. You know what?
You would like instead of Jesus washing the feet with water, is you want Jesus Jello and have like a Jello?
No. I want
a kiddie pool.
No. You know our buddy George that was in Doug's band growing up, the mortgage broker I told you to reach out to that you never reached out to?
Greek Jesus.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Doug is referring to him as Greek Jesus, and I just found myself sexually aroused at the idea of George rubbing olive oil on my feet.
Oh boy.
It's those strong drummer hands. Get in there.
Well, but
I know that perfume got rubbed on his feet with someone's hair.
No, I'm just talking about
what kind of kinky shit was
olive
going
oil
on.
And George, just because we're calling him Greek Jesus, and there's something sexually attractive about.
He said, "I have no
Jesus.
shame. Only the lowest of the lows would." Oh, he has no shame about washing feet.
Oh,
no one should have any shame.
That would be a good line for a
I have no
dominatrix, or somebody being treated by a dominatrix.
Well, I don't know if.
And then the dominatrix goes, "Yes, you are the lowest."
I don't know if you're supposed to quote scripture
and then
during a sex act with a paid sex worker.
I think that might go against one of the 10 Commandments.
Not if you use Jello. Jello is the holy.
Does not say that anywhere.
The holy goo.
It's like
not using the Lord's name in vain.
No, it's you know what the saying the Father, the Son, and the Holy Goo. Well, the Holy Goo is Jello. It's like a goo.
It's not the Holy Goo. It's the Holy Ghost, and you're even fucking worse than me.
Do we need to check you into a hospital so you can get the good type of Jello? Like, are you on a Jello craze right now?
No, but like Jesus made Jello, we should all follow suit, right? We should enjoy the Jello given to us of thy Lord.
Zach, you're gonna have sir.
Doug, has he gotten to the age where he just needs to gum down Jello now instead of eating solids?
No, he just
milkshake everything.
He just gums down my pussy.
Oh,
sorry,
that's not good. I can't pull that up,
I'm
George.
gonna let you go because I gotta get in the middle of this podcast. But can I? If you'd like to
I
call
can't
back
copy
as
that
our
either.
Lord and Savior, I'd appreciate it.
I can't copy that.
Was that literally it?
Yep, that was it.
That was it.
Oh boy, I feel like I've done something wrong.
Jesus loves you. Good night. Feel better.
Goodness.
That's my friend.
Well, that was our phone a friend. I don't know
yeah,
if you could hear all
So
that.
Dave is our Dave is now going to be our resident Jesus person, and George gave you a link to some sort of a porn site.
No, he gave me a photo of some sort, but I have to let's see what this is.
You got the whole Bible out there. This is a video shared by George Baznakis, or is it just a photo of
it's
you?
a photo of me.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
that's when he got his Gretsch. I bought him that.
That wasn't yeah.
Let me
That's,
just tell you something right now. Oh yeah, you can text it to him.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you something right now. This woman gives good guitar.
she does.
I give even better head, but you know, he's more impressed by the guitars. So
I've only got 2 guitars.
that's not true.
From you?
You've only gotten 2 from me. Oh, only.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that.
How much is the one
But
worth?
what are the other things?
More than our cars.
It's not my fault. You ran your Jeep into the ground.
He raises a valid point. Tony, we were waiting for you. Tony didn't come.
So
today,
all right.
but
So wait. So
he gets busy. I told him it was cool.
Dave says Hebrews no, Romans yes. Can I just reword that like Charlton Heston? Hebrews no, Romans yes. Or I could do it like Yul Brenner.
See, this is starting to sound
Hebrews
really
no.
anti-Semitic, and we're gonna get
Romans,
kicked off
yes.
the fucking platform, dude. So we pissed off
I am Yul Brenner.
every Christian, every Catholic, and every Hebrew.
Yet they're
and
still
every
here.
Greek.
Yet they're still here, writing in, sending
More and more
photos,
coming in every night. We
thinking
get
about
more.
Jello.
Oh, hey, you know what? We do have a new viewer that I want to talk about.
Oh Jesus.
So today we went to Dunkin' Donuts, and I don't know if she's watching, but there was a beautiful girl named
Ariana.
I was gonna say Venti.
Venti.
We were trying to. I'm like, how do we remember this name? Because we're in the Jeep, no doors, no top, drinks, and we have these little lemon packets. By the way, Zach, if you're watching, we've been using the lemon packets. Get a Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. I mean, iced tea.
Iced coffee with lemon.
You put one of those little lemon pouches
What are you,
in.
Greek?
Bob's
Eat
your
that crazy
uncle. It's
crap.
got to be the large. You get the lemon packet.
Why are we picking on Greeks tonight? I don't know. Just 'cause
You're
George is
picking
there.
on Greeks. You love
Yeah.
George. I love George. He's the best brother.
Well, you love
George
him
is the best brother you have. He's my favorite of your brothers.
my Greek brother.
Sure. So what was I talking about? Oh, so
Ariana.
Ariana
Ariana.
at Dunkin' Donuts on Del Prado. Super nice girl, really cute, young. And I don't know how this came up, but she liked my hair, and I was like, oh, it's a beacon for people to know what they're getting into.
That you're a lunatic.
I'm fucking crazy. And as I do when I speak to young people, I'm giving dropping bombs at the drive-through at Dunkin' Donuts. There's nobody behind me
Truth
before you
bombs.
get your panties in a bunch. And I go, look. I'm way older than you. Let me give you this little piece of advice. Life is too short. There's certain people you're never going to make happy. Stop trying. Just make yourself fucking happy. You do you. And she seemed like a really nice girl. We had a brief little exchange. I won't go into it because it's none of your fucking
It's a
business.
private exchange at a drive-through.
But
it's none of your business, people.
But it was really nice to meet her. I hope she comes to the podcast.
Yeah, she seemed like a really nice girl.
She seems
and,
like she seems like she could maybe use
use a little friend.
some loving and supporting old people, which by the way makes us sound like child traffickers. We're not like that. As a matter of fact, all
Not
the
yet.
children that keep coming for snacks and drinks, and we're like, don't come in our house.
Yeah,
we don't want the liability, and it's this is the fucking world we live in now. It's crazy.
It is.
And I still don't understand what the whole fucking 50 Cent of it all is.
I
So
don't
50
know.
Cent was arrested, or
I don't know. We looked it up.
So
There
I
was
had
no
seen
record.
that he had filed. So I saw something else.
Yeah.
I've seen it like 5 or 6 times, but whether it's true or not, I don't know. That his ex / baby mama, it was cited for being a sex worker for Diddy, and he filed for custody of his son.
So, okay, I got it. So
Baby mama.
So maybe 50 Cent looks really good in all this, and his.
Listen,
his
there's something about 50
ex-baby
Cent.
mama.
I've always liked him. I don't know why. I've just always liked him. I've always felt like he was one of the good. I don't know what it is about him that I've always felt that way about. but there's just I don't know. There's something about him. There's a softness to him that he feels like a good guy to me, but I have been notoriously bad
at
picking dudes.
Judgment. Yeah, look at this guy.
Yeah. Listen, sometimes you fucking suck.
Oh, delight.
But compared to the rest of what's
the only thing
there,
I'm not in life is Greek. But I assimilate.
It'd be nice if you were Greek.
I steal Greek culture
Can
items.
I still wash my feet and pretend to be Jesus?
Do I have to pretend to be George?
Oh, that would be cool. Could you pretend to be Jesus pretending to be George?
Jesus, yeah.
Like
Jesus
Dustin Hoffman,
Knockers.
like Dustin Hoffman and Tootsie, but George.
That's terrible. George is my friend.
George is my friend. Seriously, I fucking love the guy. I love them so. I love George and Sandy so much. Those kids are great. They're just delightful people. I miss the dog too. There's 2 little ones now though. They're nice.
What, the dog? There's 2 dogs.
Yeah, the 2 little ones are nice.
What did you say? You missed the dog.
I missed the other dog.
What other dog?
The one that they hatched, Shelby, before the new dogs, Luna and something else.
I thought, because it's like the same dog, right?
They keep getting the same
it's
dog.
Very similar. I can't.
And by the way, if you're talking about pets,
you get it. All right. So if you get a dog, get a different dog. Like don't get a golden retriever. Oh, it died. Get another golden retriever. It confuses people.
But here's the thing. So most people, like their children all look the same, right?
Yeah.
So their dogs would also look the same. And usually the dogs look like the owner. So like Sandy has collies. And I'm telling you, Sandy is a beautiful woman. But if you put her next to a collie, you're like, yeah, that's the dog that this woman should have. She looks like a collie person.
So
not that she looks like a collie. She's gorgeous. She's my girl crush.
So if you got to go,
she's a grace to my Frankie.
So if you have to go with the same breed of dog, you got golden retriever. Say you have a golden retriever. You wanted, it died. It was such a good dog. Let's get another one, and we'll have good luck with it. The next one you have to get, it's got to be a 2-headed one, or some method. It's got 3 legs or something.
I have a better idea.
You got to get some sort of deformed golden retriever. What are you doing with your titties?
They're itching. I might have to whip one out again.
That's great.
Okay, listen. I have the perfect.
Okay, here it comes.
I have the perfect solution. So whatever you get like a breed like a for example, a schnauzer. You get a giant schnauzer.
Yeah, a giant one.
The standard schnauzer and a miniature schnauzer. Get it?
Oh, interesting.
And so you can either
like it shrank or it ate.
You can make it look like it's growing like a lot, or you can make it look like it's Benjamin buttoning, which I think would be even more fun.
Yeah.
Like
which we did at my house when I was growing up.
You'd be like, go like when the dog starts to get sick.
Yeah,
like,
we actually did that prank on some people, and this is the kind of people my family and my parents were. There was a party at my house per usual, right? So Doug, I was a little kid. I had a pet mouse, and so they take the mouse.
That you got drunk.
They got him drunk. They fed him vodka.
But fucking PETA is gonna shut down our podcast.
Listen, this was the 1970s. There were no rules in the 1970s. There was secondhand smoke. There were no seatbelts, nothing, right? All right, so the party in my house gets a little out of control. They start putting a little saucer of vodka. The mouse drinks it up, and then the mouse is like walking around on the table, like all like drunk and whatnot, and like eventually the thing is just like passes out. So put it back in the cage. We're thinking this thing's done for, right? So somebody gets the bright idea to go to the pet store and get a big white rat. And so they got a white rat. And so the mouse was fine, right? Mouse the next day, he's like, bleh, and he's like had his hair was all messed up, and he was like walking around. He's like kind of squinting. So the mouse was fine, right? Everybody loved the mouse. So we replaced it with the big white rat, and everybody came over. Hey, how from last week? How was that mouse? The mouse make it through? Oh, you didn't see? No, what happens? Dad brings up the rat and puts it on the table, and people are like, no shit! Oh my god! Probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Was George there for that?
Probably.
George, do you remember this?
Remember.
Hey, did we ever say hi to Trace?
We did. Yeah, we did. I chastised her for being a little late, but whatever. She's
Sometimes
here.
She has things to do.
I don't know. It's Friday.
Sometimes she has to do what we did today.
What? Go for a roast beef sandwich at Kelly's?
I was just gonna say eat roast beef, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Katie Murphy's here. What's up, Katie Murphy?
Hey, Katie. I'm trying to remember. I think Katie might be a lady.
She goes. She made the
Oh
live.
yeah, Katie. Fuck. Well, I'm sorry.
She don't listen.
You know who Katie's is now friends with?
I have no idea.
Billy.
Oh, nice. Tracy went grocery shopping after work.
Nice.
For some roast beef.
Did you get us anything? Let me just tell you, Billy is fucking hilarious.
He is funny. I don't really know him, but he knows of me, right? So
Yeah,
anytime I comment on stuff, he's just like right in with the humor.
I think Billy and I have been friends for like 2-3 years now.
We've
We've never met. We've
been a
never
while.
met, but one of these days we're gonna do some ayahuasca together. And he's just a really wise guy, and he's interesting and thoughtful,
Yeah,
and he's fabulous, and he's as ridiculous as me. We both love cocks, and we both are aliens.
All right.
Billy keeps telling me I'm an alien.
Katie
so.
says the full moon almost got me, girl. She almost got me. Yeah. Well,
I know.
Yeah, it was not it was not
not
a good
for
moon.
anyone. It was so bad.
Oh.
Anytime you need support, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'll do everything I can to help.
You guys could FaceTime each other, laying on like, it's awful.
Here's my suicide
Yeah.
note.
She canceled a trip to Ireland,
Oh,
and when she told
sweetie.
when they actually could go. So yeah, I was wondering if Katie Murphy was Irish because of her
They
name.
laughed so hard.
I got Spiral. Tracy got Spiral Ham for Sunday. We'll be up at 2:00.
Okay, we'll be there on Sunday right after
Yeah,
church.
somewhere.
Katie, hold up.
Wait. So wait. Let's go
So
back.
They told them
They
why
canceled the trip to. She canceled the trip to Ireland. Then when I told them they
couldn't cope. They laughed so
couldn't
hard.
cope, and then they laughed so hard. That's not very nice.
We love you, sweetie.
Um,
I'm sorry. People just don't fucking get it.
yeah, people don't get the moon thing. Well, Stacey was on a TV show once on PBS.
When I was on
in
PBS,
Boston.
I think we met right before that. Or
And
we
we're
spoke.
sitting in the green room, which was lovely, by the way, at PBS 2
Yeah, it's fine.
for the show, right? So we're sitting there, and there's one
My
other.
hair's all
There
done.
are a
I'm
couple
baked.
other guests, and the other guest is sitting there. He's kind of a nerdy guy. He's like, "Oh, what are you on for?" And Stacey goes, "Well, I have Lyme disease. There's a bill coming up in front of the state legislature. We're gonna talk about that." And I had Lyme disease, whatever. And so he had Lyme disease, so he kind of knew he could kind of hang. And so he was there to talk about a new planet that they discovered that's just like Earth in some part of the universe.
Oh, I had no idea
And
what he
so-
was talking about.
So he Stacey had said something about the full moon being really, really hard on her, and he goes, "That's ridiculous." He goes, "That means the new moon would have the new moon would have to be bad too because of the cycle or whatever." And she's like, "Yeah, it is." And he was like, "Really?" Like then you got his attention.
It's like he's never heard of a menstrual cycle.
Well, I don't know. It's called moon blood, by the way. Thank you. So Tracy says they have plenty of food. Come on up. Might be worth the
We're
trip.
bringing 2 platters of hummus to the church. My tit is so itchy.
I don't know. You know
the
what?
only
Do you need some
podcast
powder or some goddamn thing? Jesus
Maybe.
Christ, with your moon blood and everything.
I
else.
don't have moon blood. I
Um,
don't even have a uterus. I just
so,
have itchy tits.
They just don't get it. We're sorry that they don't get it. Because I saw that show. Yeah. Oh, you probably did. Yeah.
Hey, can you do
She
me-
was excellent, although she cried in BAM, which is good. But the best part about that is like you were like, "Oh, I used to work for an international company. I would get up really, really early in the morning, like 5:00 in the morning, to do my clients." And I think it came out a little like you were doing your client.
I never did any of my clients,
No.
unfortunately. Some of them were hot.
Oh.
Not a one.
Not a one. That's because I came along and ruined your.
Tyler was
Jolly
trying
fun.
hard to set me up with Devin.
Oh, ooh, yeah. Well, that guy's.
And then there was the housewife's brother-in-law.
We had that.
I didn't have that. Weirdo.
What are you talking about?
You had that. You were excellent. I don't know what she means. Oh, on
She was
television.
On the
Yes.
television, yeah. on
So I'm going to
television.
tell you this right now.
So did you
First
tune
of
in
all-
for the nerdy guy that didn't believe us about the moon phase? And yeah, I don't know.
We all watched it.
Yeah.
So Katie, here's the thing. I need you to just get your phone out and put it on video and go off on angry tirade. Make sure you say fuck. Make sure you say fuck
Oh,
repeatedly.
I hope she has a brogue.
You got to send it.
I'm
to,
Katie Murphy.
send it to your family. Add me to the group chat because one, I fucking love it when people with a brogue say fuck.
I don't think she
my
has a
favorite-
brogue. How do you know
She
has a-
does.
No, she doesn't.
She
Katie
hang
Murphy.
on. Katie, is it cool if I play that audio that you sent me the other day? Is that okay with you?
Katie
Let me know.
Murphy.
Anyway,
I want
So
to go on a
she-
Katie
so she
Murphy
has a
ranch
brogue.
as Katie Murphy.
so she has a
with
brogue. She's adorable. She has the sweetest little voice.
Nice.
She's Lyme. She's from Situate. She has
Oh,
a
of
house
course.
in Ireland we're welcome to go to. And
She says, of course.
and I keep telling her to come down, and actually we're talking about going to Peru. We're talking about going to Peru.
Oh, that's who. All right, yeah, I remember you
You
talking about
remember
going
when
to Peru
yeah,
with Katie. Yes, that's now I remember.
So just so everybody's clear, back when we lived in Scituate, 3 houses ago, well, really, 3 houses.
Yeah, 3 houses.
4 houses ago, Katie came there. I was on the news, Channel 2, fighting for Lyme legislation that forced insurance companies to pay for long-term antibiotic treatment for Lyme. I don't necessarily think antibiotic treatment is the way to go, but I'm all for making insurance pay for whatever the fucking patient wants. That's not the point. The point is that our fucking governor, Charlie Baker the Faker, Rhino, motherfucker, shut our state down, destroyed small businesses. He also rejected the Lyme bill 3 times, even though it had bipartisan support. He was previously the CEO of Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare. Can you say conflict of interest? Anyway,
what's
that's
that?
Not
the
point.
Meme where the lady's like,
so if you're following this story, me, news, Katie, Ireland, broke, Billy, Peru, ayahuasca,
Mash.
all best friends. We're gonna go.
Of course. Why wouldn't they be all best friends? I mean, you got a Peru guy, you got an Ireland girl, you've got
Hey, listen,
whatever you are.
Billy's been able to do some pretty phenomenal fucking things for his health with rape and ayahuasca.
Rape?
So that's the thing that's really fucked up.
Here comes the rape.
Rape is like it's almost like a tobacco that people smoke.
Yeah.
But it's spelled RAPE.
Oh yes, right. You told me that too.
In the ayahuasca group, people will talk about rape, but they like it doesn't have the accent or whatever on American keyboards, and people will get all upset and say, "You can't talk about rape like."
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for. I'm not even say the word. It's not.
It's rape.
I know
it's called rape. But anyway, Billy smokes rape a lot, and he finds it to be helpful. And ayahuasca helps him as well with his health stuff. But ayahuasca is fantastic for addiction, and PTSD, and depression, anxiety,
and
but it's a lot.
And roundworms.
No roundworms in ayahuasca. It's a root. All right, I want to just play this.
All right, so this is the voice of Katie. I can, you know what? While you're doing that, I'm going to jump off topic for a sec.
Hang on, I got it right here.
You got it? Okay, all right. Good. Let's bring it.
Tortuga hauling, Stacy. Tortuga hauling.
I think she just offered me a cocktail. But what it says is, "You are lovely." She's so sweet.
I thought she said Tortuga calling, like London calling, like Tortuga calling. Oh, that's good. Katie Murphy,
can you just picture me and Katie and Billy at the gay bars in Peru? I didn't even think that there were gay bars in Peru.
All right, before you go, I just need to know how to get you guys out of jail from here, because I'm not flying down there and get posting bail. I just need the name of a bail bondsman in Peru.
See, Katie will get extradited to Ireland.
You're in a cartel? That sounds fun. Let's join.
Oh, we did that at the airport. We thought we were joining a drug cartel at the airport every time we went to pick the kids up, but it comes to find out it's actually Uber drivers.
It's just Uber drivers
who wear a lot of cologne.
Yeah, they do.
And they sit there in the parking lot.
They sit down waiting for a call because, like if a call comes in twice an hour, they're making some dough. Katie says, "Leave you guys there."
That's a good idea. Leave me in the jungles.
Leave you in the Peru jail.
Leave me in Peru. Well, so here's the thing. I will be teaching all the other Peruvian jailmates. Katie and I will be teaching them to sing Material Girl and giving them our bras. Do you know what that's from?
No.
Bridget Jones's Diary. She goes to a Thai prison and she teaches all the girls to sing. It's so good.
I think I'd rather be in a Peru prison than a Thai prison. Thai prison sounds.
I think that I only want to go to prison if it's with Donna.
Yeah, she's the muscle.
You guys.
She will beat you with she'll beat an MF with an MF.
With a motherfucker. I don't know why you don't swear all of a sudden.
You know, I have a brand to protect.
First you were saying no Hebrews, and now you're not going to swear.
It's Greek Jesus.
Okay. It wasn't Doug saying no
Greek
Hebrews.
Jesus
if you look
happened
back in the
2000,
podcast, it's a whole thing. Don't take it out of context and try to cancel
it. Anybody could take any minute or two of this podcast, and we're canceled for life. Like we can't run for oh geez.
People keep asking me if I want to run
Sydney
for
Bennett here.
Like,
here's another person that's probably going to Peru with you guys and ended up in jail.
Cindy, do you want to go to Peru?
Oh my god.
So Cindy is here and she says,
birds of a feather.
What's up, fuckers? And Well, Cindy, we were just talking about me and Katie going to hang out with Billy in Peru and doing ayahuasca. But we've also talked about going to Disney with Tracy and her imaginary wife.
Yeah,
Becky.
we have talked.
She has a
And
hologram.
George and Sandy. We
those
talked
new-
about that. We've yeah.
Do you know that those new Ford F-150s come with a wife hologram, so you can go in the commuter lane?
Hmm.
You just push a button and a wife hologram pops up. She looks like you.
Stacey, I truly believe you could be the president. She's got too many. She's got too many skeletons. Are you kidding me?
I don't have any skeletons.
Skeletons. You're like
Skeletons are
skeletons,
secrets
like
in
a
your-
haunted
hang
house
on.
up in this.
Skeletons are secrets that you don't tell people. I have no secrets. They would be like, "Oh, so one time you did acid," and I would be like, "Actually, it was 3 times." And they'll be like,
But she did not inhale.
"No,
remember that?
I
Um,
tripped balls in a field and tried to do accounting homework. Then I tried to lose my
I'm
virginity.
gonna do acid in a field, yet be responsible student and do my accounting homework.
And then
Good
I
gravy.
tried to lose my virginity, but instead I got chased by Roger Rabbit around my backyard and my sister and a wolf, which was our dog, it was Alaskan Malamute, around the kitchen while my mom was completely oblivious on pills and vodka
Oh,
on the
yeah.
sofa. And then the third time was at a Led Zeppelin laser light show at the Science
Yeah.
Museum in Boston. That's
Um,
not that whole story, and I will never tell it.
Well, you've told me that story, and thanks for sharing. Norway is the best place to go to prison. They have full apartments where regular street clothes, TV, and game systems, etc., in their prison room. Oh,
Yeah, no, we had actually talked about this on the podcast when I it might have been Norway or it was another country, but they had like literally like a whole city and they could leave
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
could
yeah.
go spend time with their families. Like, yeah,
Like what?
'Cause
What's
what we're
the
doing-
worst crime
what we're
people do in
doing
Norway?
is-
Steal a smoked fish?
I'm sure people do terrible things.
No,
I'm sure it's a big
Norwegian
deal if
people.
you
It's too
steal-
cold to go outside.
It's a big deal to steal a smoked fish, I'm sure. But I will say that what we're doing in the United States isn't working. I mean, for fuck's sake, our prison system is just a fucking sanitarium.
Per has stolen the smoked fish from Mr. Gooblewards, and we must sentence him to 15 months in the apartment building.
Oh, they get to go out. They go with a key.
He can go out whenever he wants. Everybody knows that. Per, take him away.
I think that this would have
Get
to
your
be-
facts straight,
He
people.
uses his mallet is an alligator that he's
Well-
banging on the ground. Can we please talk about? We have so much I want to talk about. Yes, and we have hashtags that we
Katie Murphy
that
is,
we're
is laughing.
responsible to. I'm glad you're laughing, Katie. And I would like to talk about the most important thing of the day.
Norwegian prison bitches.
Well,
No, that's
if
not
you-
it.
If your record pops off and we have to go to tour
Norway,
to Norway,
we
it's
can do
possible.
all the drugs.
I can do all the drugs. You don't even,
Drugs probably aren't even illegal there.
you don't
I'm
even do drugs now.
gonna eat some smoked fish.
You-
I know where I can get it cheap.
I got
from-
your smoked fish. My neighbors must hate me.
smoked. It's more like ranch
Why would it be ranch?
because it tastes sour.
It does.
No, I'm just joking. Just keep up with the humor. Oh, it's all funny when you're like, would you rather have a smoked cooch or a ranch cooch?
I think a smoked cooch might be
A
nice.
smoked cooch.
But we'll get, we have that smoked paprika in the other room. We'll just put a little on there. You can see how you like it.
I don't think that's no.
Why? Why?
So Katie says we need to go to Amsterdam. I don't
Okay.
think we need to go anywhere near smoked cooter. She wants a smoked cooter
See?
instead. All right. I don't know.
See?
Ranch. I thought ranch.
That might mean
Everybody
you were
loves that
by a
ranch.
campfire. Like, imagine I've been sitting by the
Like,
campfire with my
no,
legs
I-
wide open.
that's
Hear me
gross.
out. I've been sitting by
Like-
the campfire with my legs wide open. And you can smell. And the good news is I don't have any hair, so we don't have to worry about a
All
brush
right,
fire.
so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a marshmallow on a stick and I'm going to hold it near the area and see if it melts.
See, this is starting to turn into almost as good as the Georgia's Jesus washing my feet sex fantasy. Now I got a marshmallow up my cooch.
Yeah. So yeah, with Cindy's in the right frame here, and then we make a big s'mores.
S'mores it is. Okay, so the
All right,
big
so
news
the big
of
news
today,
of today was what? I don't remember. I don't remember what it was.
You released your record.
I released an album today. It was on my bucket list to do so. I play all the instruments, wrote every word, sang everything, produced it. published
and
it.
rewrote it and re-recorded it.
It
And
had to be
rewrote
good,
it and
people.
re-recorded
I have
it.
a
Had to get
reputation.
new speakers that he didn't actually use, and wrote and recorded and listened and recorded.
Yeah, it's got to
and
be
edited
good.
and added things and added.
You
things
think
and
Prince
added
didn't
things
listen
and
to his
added
stuff
things.
over and over and tweak it and add sitar and stuff like that?
I think Prince.
He has a lot more talent than I am. I don't even
think
know. I'm comparing
Prince-
myself to him.
I think Prince, 1, was a dick. 2,
He's also
a
dead.
drug addict.
Yeah.
3, Prince is no Doug Gear, and you just need to crank some shit out,
All right.
motherfucker.
So Cindy says the cooter would be perfect for the graham crackers.
I think,
I
right?
don't know. That'd be a little.
Oh wait, that seems
a little
dry.
dry and
You
uncomfortable.
might want to see someone about that.
And then she says that's freaking on Spotify yet. It isn't yet. They told me it might take like 7 weeks to
So
get these things
it's
live,
actually crazy.
and it took them
because-
overnight.
So
crazy.
Doug was like last night. He's like, "Oh, I sent it over to the distributor. It's gonna take a couple weeks." So I'm like, "Okay, cool. Like, I'll work on like marketing that. Like
Yeah, do
over the
little
next
ads or
couple weeks,
whatever.
we'll do some stuff. We'll promote it on the podcast, which we've already done. We've done.
Yeah.
We went through all the album covers, which he can't even put in with the way they have it set up right now.
I'll do it when I release the songs as singles. I'll have special artwork.
So that's not the point. The point is that
It was out before you knew it.
It was out. We didn't even expect it to be out that fast. And so it's on Apple Music,
Yes.
and it will soon be on Spotify and all that other stuff. But I think, can you buy the album on Apple Music?
You can buy the whole album. You can buy it by song. $1.29, I think, for a song.
Buy
It's
the
like
album.
$10.
Buy the album.
I think it's $10 for
First
the
of
album.
all, we entertain you guys like constantly. Second of all, it'll make Doug feel good about himself. And third of all, it's supporting a local musician. $10. Like, we've entertained you $10 worth.
I would hope so.
And
Cindy
it's a
says,
great
fucking people
fucking
got to
album.
call when I'm listening to the marital hate. They don't know better.
Mm.
I'll be back. That's, you know what she just did?
Okay, but tell them to get
Yeah.
Doug's album.
Yeah, tell them to get my album
Be
and
like,
to watch
listen.
this podcast. But you know what she just did? Remember the dad on Wolf of Wall Street? Who the fuck is calling me
I
Jerry
did.
MacGyver or whatever it was?
It was the Equalizer.
The equal.
The goddamn Equalizer.
Hello.
Rob
Yeah, it's
Reiner.
very good.
He's actually on my list.
So
today.
Katie's buying. Thank
Oh,
you,
thanks,
Katie. You'll love it if you
I
like
wonder how many people have bought
good
it.
stuff. I don't know. They the distributor, like, it lags like a couple weeks. Cindy says, "Damn right I will." Katie says, "What do I search for?" Doug Gear, DOUGGEER. I can put in the comments here, or you can because you type good. Yeah, go on Apple, and you'll see me. It's black and white with blue and white lettering. I'll screaming into a mic.
There you go. Doug
Oh, wait.
Gear songs 1 through 10.
Yeah. You should be able to find it, no problem.
Here, I'll put it on the screen. Doug Gear songs 1 through 10.
But thank you for doing that. I think you'll like it. I think it's
Hey, listen, if you
labor of
can't
love.
afford $10, and
if
listen,
you can't, don't buy it if you can't
if
afford
you
$10.
can't afford $10,
I'll
call-
come and sing
call
to
us.
you.
We'll sing. Yeah, whatever. Like, we
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
you. But if you can, and most of you can, you should buy it. And you should also tell your friends. But if you can't afford to buy it, you should tell your friends, because that helps them and it costs you nothing. Helps us.
Just call me. I'll like hold
We're
up the
gonna-
phone.
We're
to
going to be the
speaker.
new Bunny and Jelly roll, except I'm the fat one.
Yeah,
I
don't
think
know
that
if-
means you're going to have to wear some slutty clothes.
You mean I'm not slutty already? Look at me.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, look at.
Oh, I can see his fire helmet.
Oh.
It's nice.
There you go, folks.
What do you want me to tell him? That's what you have, a fire helmet.
Well, everybody has one.
His dad had an anteater, and he thought that he was going to grow extra.
Yeah, I
fur
didn't know
skin
what the hell
because
was
we
gonna
don't
happen.
Look like that.
How come that? That's not what's happening over here.
Up in here, up in here.
But like I was a little kid, it
Are
only
you
like
loud?
it only made me like question it for like 30 seconds, and then I never thought about it again until you came along. Did Stacy appear on the album? Does Stacy appear on the album?
Oh Lord, no.
No.
Have you ever heard me? Here, I will sing you something. Give me something to sing. Oh,
You-
Danny boy.
No. Don't ruin her. Like the national song of Ireland. No, like you know, all right, you
Do you know
can't.
I'm part Irish? I'm
You
part
can't
Irish.
sing the
We could be
Pogues.
related. Did
You
you
can't-
know
no.
23andMe? We should be related. Let's check. Good one.
You can't sing the Pogues.
Okay.
You can't sing Sinead. You can't sing.
Do you
What
have
are the
to
chords?
let
You can't see the
linger?
chord. Like
Do you have to? Do you have zombie, zombie, zombie?
the guns and their
is in
bombs
your
and their things and their
head.
bombs. The chords.
It's so bad. No, but
I have, you know what, I
he
have.
has a song called "Smiles Like a Sun" where I am sort of referenced.
Well, you sort of, yeah, you're actually referenced in a couple of the songs, believe it or not. Yeah, you are referencing them. But Katie Murphy, I don't know if you're Irish. I have a couple of Irish bands that I like that nobody else likes.
Well, I'm sure no one else likes
The
them.
Boomtown Rats, Stiff Little Fingers.
You need to talk to Jay. When you
The
talk to Jay-
Undertones.
you need to talk to Jay about music. Jay
Thin
would
Lizzy.
fucking lose his mind.
Yeah.
My friend Jay, a high school friend who Doug rudely pointed out I have known for 32 years. Fuck you.
No, it was more than that.
No, it's 32.
32, you say?
Yes.
All right.
Graduated in 94. I transferred schools.
In 92.
Yes.
Okay, so there's 32. Yeah.
So in any case,
lot
my
of
friend
years,
Jay,
a lot of water
Camise-
under that bridge.
My friend Jay Camise has a podcast. I'm sorry, a podcast. It's a blog. The Whole Camise. That's what it's called. Just Google it. He talks about music, independent musicians. He's a music guy, super sweet guy. He has actually cerebral palsy. He's even when we were in high school, he ended up in a wheelchair for like a month. He fell out of my car once, but that was unrelated to a CP. It's just me driving like a crazy person and
Yeah.
him really not holding on all that tight. No, you know what it was? Is because he had like his family had like nice new cars, so he knew to like gently close the door,
not like in a
wing
big
it. And so we
Caprice.
took the it
You
was
have
a
to slam it.
69 Caprice Classic 4-door. So we take
Nothing
the corner,
classic about that.
and which is so funny because a woman at church had a Caprice Classic 4-door
For
as
her
well.
first car.
She had a newer car version, but so anyway, we take the corner. Jay falls out. I grab him and I just keep driving the whole time and pull him in. I was meant to be a mom. In any case, he's a dad and he's writing and he's just a great guy and
Good
you know
stuff.
he's doing what he can to help out, you know, with like driving the kids or whatever.
Yep.
But you know, he's limited in what he can do, and so he's found a way to reach out to the world. And he's just an amazing person. He's brilliant, charming, and handsome. Love him.
And Kay says Gary Moore, G Moore. Yeah.
Who's Gary
good
Moore?
call. He was in Thin Lizzy. I believe he was a guitar player in Thin Lizzy.
So Doug is like an old punk rock guy. Like that's one of the big influences. And she said still best.
Is that
song-
Whiskey in the Jar? Is that the one I'm thinking? Whiskey in the Jar is one of the great
Okay,
songs of all
Katie,
time.
wait till you hear this album. You might change your mind.
I don't have any blues songs on that album, so
So the theme to the podcast is Doug, written, performed, and produced.
yeah.
And
10 whole songs.
the whole freaking album. So anyway, you'll absolutely love it. But Doug's a big punk guy, so the Clash was like his main influence growing up. The Clash and Sam Cooke of all
Well,
things.
yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like there's a couple of little Sam Cooke moments in the vocals, but yeah, there's some Rock and Roll Villain is very Clash heavy, and but that's the thing. The thing about
I
this
love it.
album, I was trying to when I was putting it on the distributor, they're like, "Oh, what kind of music is it, and what genre?" And I'm like, "What the hell kind of? It's everything."
Can I tell you something?
Mm.
I absolutely love the whole album. I listened to it from cover to cover twice this morning.
Yeah.
But
Your ears started bleeding.
no, they did not. But I listened to it from cover to cover twice this morning. But the thing that was interesting for me is that there were a couple spots. I'm his wife. I live with this man, and I have heard these songs many
Oh, I left
times
some mistakes in
because he plays him. No,
Oh,
it's not mistakes.
Oh,
Because he plays them so loud that I can hear him 2 rooms
there.
away
I've
with the door
opened your
closed.
headphones. Leave me alone.
In any case,
Okay, what were you gonna say?
In any case,
In any case,
there's like 2 or 3 parts in the entire album where I go, because it's some musician bullshit that only Doug gets, where he throws in like a sitar riff.
oh, the sitar riff is
So
amazing.
the sitar riff is actually in the outro of the podcast.
It's
You'll hear it.
perfect.
It's the sitar. And so Doug was all excited about using it. And he added it to Perfect Bill. And I didn't think it needed it. I think it's fine, but
No,
He
yeah,
loves
it's
it.
so good.
he
Tracy says, "I'm
loves
freaking
it."
proud that you finally got it out." Thank you. Yeah, it was. A
Yeah.
lot of people, a lot of folks. Tracy shared it. Donna shared it. A lot of folks
But
shared it.
really, it means
Some
so
of my high
much to
school
us. Just
friends
share
shared
it, share it, buy it, share it, buy it, share it, buy it. And then ask for us to go on tour near you, and we will
And
come.
then
We'll
we'll
live in an
have a
RV.
tax deductible trip to come see you, and yada yada yada.
There you go.
So my friend Mark, I was talking to my friend Mark today. He's got a project for me. So he's like, "Oh, why did you decide to do an album?" Well, I had done one song on my laptop, and it came out pretty good. And I'm like, I have all these other ideas. Well, let me try another idea. And I try, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing the album. Like I just had all these
Yes.
these
And how
ideas
long
for
have I been
songs.
nagging you at this point?
But it's I have other things in life that I can't work at it 90 hours a week or whatever, which I would do. But anyways, it was a labor of love. It's something I've always wanted to do my entire life. I wasn't a band. We did record a lot in the early to mid 80s. And then kind of, life happens, whatever. But it was kind of nice to have, people like, actually just the idea, like for me, it's like putting out an album. Yeah, no big deal. I'll just write it, record it, whatever. I don't care. It's not a big deal. But like to some folks who are like, holy, like they didn't know you could do that. Like you didn't know you could get it like on iTunes and all this stuff. So, it was.
Well, we've had a couple people already ask for it on
vinyl. They want me to press it on the vinyl, which I was thinking of doing anyways. It's a little expensive, but if I,
we'll
if
have
you
to
get
just
like
do pre-orders.
Yeah, we'll have to do pre-orders to make it worth everyone as well. But I mean, the record player that we have it doesn't sound very good because it's like just we bought it at Ollie's. It was just like the Building 19.
Listen, I like our little guitar record
No,
player.
I like it too, but
It's
it
legit.
doesn't sound great.
That's the whole point of vinyl. It's not supposed to sound great.
No, vinyl sounds good.
But
Sounds rich.
But that's the point. Like when you, I think that like there's something about
You drop that needle on there. It's nice.
there's something, but they're like fancy record players are nice, but there's also something about that like box that you had that you opened up and you had another little box that you kept your 45s
That's
in.
right.
If you were
Yeah,
super
you put it on
bougie,
there.
you put a 45 on. You're like, fuck, I can't find one of those little circle things. And you
Yeah,
try
yeah.
to, but like
The
some people
adapter.
had the adapter that popped up from
Oh yeah, that was still
That was
I like the
bougie.
little ones.
or the one
So-
that was built in.
Uriel says that's news I've been waiting for almost a year. Yeah, Uriel, if you
Oh
go
my
on,
God.
you go on my Facebook wall, you should be able to find it, or just search my name on Apple Music. I still call it iTunes. I don't think that's what they call it anymore.
You just got kicked off of Instagram.
But yeah, so thank you for listening, Uriel. I know you'll appreciate it because of your music
yeah,
background.
you guys check out Uriel's music over on
He's got some good stuff.
on YouTube. He actually likes YouTube music better than he likes Spotify or
Yeah, I'm
Apple
on.
Music.
Yeah.
We've talked about it a little bit. I think he gets a higher cut. But anyway, check out Uriel's music on YouTube, but also check out his speaker. So of course Uriel's a musician,
Yes.
so sound quality is super important to him. Doug's a musician. Uriel had actually reached out to us at one point. He's from fucking Wakefield. We're from Mass. And he was like, oh, hey, I was looking for a video on insulation. I fell across this. You guys are hilarious. And he asked us to sponsor him. We were like, dude, we have like 10 people that watch our podcast. We have more now, obviously.
That's a speaker.
This is his speaker.
It's
From Manadon.com, and we call it the Spot. It's so small. Like, it's so small and sleek. I'd say it's just as good quality. Actually, Anne has a Bose and says she likes
this one better.
better than the Bose.
Yeah.
I like it as much as the Beats Pill. We used to have one in terms of sound quality, but this looks so much better than the Beats Pill, and it's much smaller. It's on the go sound. I think we haven't even had to charge it, and we've used it.
I think we charged it
ton.
once. Yeah.
Like the battery lasts forever. Like I really don't know
it's
what kind of
good.
battery is in here, but this thing is fucking awesome.
It's a
It's a
little
great
heavy.
gift.
Yeah. So it's good. It's got
Great
some heft
gift
to it.
for anyone. Yeah, it's not for a backpacker who's trying to cut weight because it's heavy, but like it's a good speaker, so I wouldn't want to do that anyway. But like for your RV, your boat, your shop,
Your
your
pool.
dorm room, your house, it's so sleek. You can just like put it there and like
Yeah.
doesn't even look like anything.
When
and-
you were like swimming laps last year in the pool,
Oh my god, I
you'd
could hear
set
it.
your phone up to that thing and you could hear it fine. It was great.
Not just fine, like good quality sound under the water, and yet did not.
It doesn't
make
go
any
in the
sense.
water.
Does not go in the water, but they are working on a new magnetized.
Oh, it's gonna be
so that'll
good.
be cool.
So
So it's ranadon.com, RANIN.
so Katie can't wait to hear it. Thank you so much in advance. Uriel doesn't get a cut on the YouTube, right? And then
I just became
he
cheap
says-
to stop paying the distribution
Yeah.
fees. Oh,
Pick
wait.
it up there.
We got to tell you, Doug's Guy, you pay a one-time fee.
You pay a one-time fee, and then there's some add-ons and things like if you want like some special stuff, you can do it for like $19 a year or something. Or I think I did the $39 a year thing because it had some upgrades or whatever. But it's yeah, so it's not bad. If you want to know, just private message me and I'll.
This
I
is
can
an
do it.
interesting question. So I here's the website. It's ranadon.com. And you want to get the speaker there. Anne has a question. Anne is actually left one of the reviews on the website. She loves your speaker. She's asking about the speaker. If she has no Bluetooth, can she just plug and play? I wouldn't think so.
Don't think so.
Uriel's here though, so he can answer that question. So there is a port in the bottom, right? Which is a power cable.
That is power.
So it would have to be oh, it is a power cable. So if it's to recharge it, you could just no, you can't plug it in from audio.
Yeah.
Unless it has the same technology Apple has where it's the audio and the thing.
I'm not aware. I'm not aware.
I think it would have to be connected.
Just thumbs up from
Bluetooth.
Joanna Connor. Nice to hear from you. Jay Dolce, who's clamoring for the vinyl of my album.
Aw, thanks, Jay.
And Joanna, who puts out albums like probably every 6 months.
Are we going to see her soon?
Yeah, we are. She's as I called her today, a guitar goddess. You guys don't even know how talented she is. She's unbelievable. And she's the blues guitarist, not me. Don't get me started on that. Oh,
she should meet Daniel. Although,
legit.
Just be careful, girl.
Well,
he's a dirty old man.
Maybe she likes dirty. I don't know if she likes dirty old man.
He's a brilliant guitarist.
He's good. He's playing around. They do a good job. So
what do we have? Life stories.
The
album. That's all we care about tonight.
The album tonight.
I mean, we have a few little points, but yeah, the album.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know what else I can say about the album, but it's been a blast to do. It's a lot of work. On the next one, I'm going to do things completely different because I think I made problems for myself. Now I know a lot more about the recording, like the level, stuff like that. So I think so now I just got to get. I think the material, like I don't listen for the quality of the recordings or whatever. Just listen to the songs. See if the songs grab you. I think they grab me for sure.
Well, I'll tell you, I listened to somebody who's actually it was a great record. It was really interesting. It was what's the name of the band?
It was Septic Meat.
Septic Meat.
I dug it. There was some good guitar in there.
Cool.
It was kind of cool.
But the sound quality wasn't great. And
I thought the sound quality was very good.
And they had
it was just
on the
grungy
on that speaker, but on the phone, I could not hear it at all.
Yeah.
So my point is that one of the issues that you struggled with was getting the volume where you wanted it to for the songs.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that that's just kind of a universul issue. I think because they had this done at a professional studio.
For sure.
They literally just got signed by a record company, and they're doing great. And I love what they're doing. But when I listened to it, I was like, yeah, you need to calm the fuck down about your fucking music.
My cousin Deb, Dr. Deb, congrats. What a great accomplishment must be in your genes. Well, yeah, I had concerts in our dining room every Sunday night with my dad on trumpet and my mom on piano. So it must have came from that directly.
Don't you think his parents would be so proud of him?
Well, I like to think so.
Oh, they would be so proud of you.
Wouldn't it have been cool if
say it.
My parents would be proud of me.
Of course. My parents
would be very proud of me. And they were always supportive of our music and things of that nature.
But I want you to feel that right here.
I can feel it. I don't need to.
Then why are you crying? You should cry. Cry, damn it, cry.
Because I'm not a sap like you.
Oh
no.
My God.
But no. So thank you for that.
Do you know how sexy self-awareness is?
Oh, I'm self-aware. I'm also aware I got a little sunburn today from riding in the Jeep. That's not self-aware.
He must have put sunscreen on 80 times. And this knucklehead, what he does is this drives me crazy. We have 50 kinds of sunscreen. I'm telling my story.
Go ahead.
Have 50 kinds of sunscreen in the Jeep and 50 kinds of bug spray. In fact, we have no less than 3 kinds of bug spray at any given time. And we have at least 4 sunscreens.
Sounds inefficient.
We have stick sunscreen, we have lotion sunscreen, we have spray sunscreen, we have Stacy face sunscreen, and we have punishment sunscreen. The punishment sunscreen is the one you have to wear when you're bad.
Yeah, because it feels like terrible.
It was by Alba, I think.
It's like wax.
I'm scratching myself in it's my butt, but not really.
I don't know what you're doing over there.
I have stubble. Anyway, what was I saying?
You're a little information sharer. You are. All right. So we have
all these
8 different kinds of sunscreen.
So we have all these sunscreens. Doug takes the spray sunscreen, the most expensive per ounce, and takes it in his hand and goes, shh.
I don't.
And then rubs it on himself.
I do it.
What he could
I don't
be
want to
doing,
spray it on myself.
What he could be doing is taking the lotion and doing that.
Your lotion is yours, and it's very important.
No, the only one that matters is the Kula.
The Kula is
In the glass
lotion,
bottle,
isn't
it's
it?
pink.
Yeah, that's what I'm. That's
No,
what I thought you were
there's
meant the lotion.
lotion in a tube.
It's
there's a
very
stick,
complicated
and
living
there's
in
the
Florida.
spray. The spray
Yeah.
is for spraying because the vast majority of the money you're spending is on the packaging and the humectant.
You know what? Maybe we shouldn't get the spray anymore. Maybe we should just
Atomizer, not humectant.
atomizer.
But I like the spray. So
Oh, you like the spray,
sometimes
but you don't want your husband to use
I
your
just
spray.
don't want to waste it because it's expensive. I'm
All right.
mindful
Well,
of our
I don't know,
finances.
maybe I'll get my own sunscreen.
Listen.
That-
When we're the next Jelly and Bunny Roll,
Bunny roll.
I'll be Bunny
Anyway,
Roll.
I'll
When
be
we're the
happy if
next
8
Jelly
people
and
listen to this
Bunny Roll,
album and like it.
Then you can waste money on fucking spray sunscreen all the fuck you
It'll be a
want.
scandal, a Hollywood scandal. Oh, that Perfectville guy. He's
Wife comes out against sunscreen.
so all right.
Dude,
So
cancer causing.
Uriel, so there isn't a wired audio input on the speaker. We'll do that on future products because it's something many have wanted. That's surprising because you figure. Well, actually, a lot of Bluetooth speakers do have them. So,
Ann, this is what you do. This is what you do.
how about you get in
Hear me
the
out.
21st century, Ann, and go Bluetooth like the rest of the world?
Da-da-da-da.
Sorry, little tough love for Ann
Steppy.
right now. Tough love,
Tough love for
just
Ann.
like the Norwegian judge.
You're going to Norwegian
No,
jail.
you will use the Bluetooth.
All right, but here's my idea. Ann. So when Uriel comes out with a new one, just buy yourself a new speaker. You deserve it. And this is what you do with the old one.
Throw it.
You can
throw
either
it at your
give it to someone as a gift or chuck it at their head if they make you mad and say it slipped out of your
Oops.
fingers. We'll back you up with the police. In any case, I just fucking love this thing.
So
I really do. I love it. I just love that I love the design.
like
of
it just feels like
the speaker quality is
quality.
fantastic, but I'm not picky about speaker quality. But the fucking the design is just flawless.
Yeah, the design is cool.
So-
It's very Norwegian. Like the Norwegian judge.
Dude, he's fucking French, not Norwegian.
No, I know.
Oh
Uh,
fuck!
What?
Uriel.
What?
Tell me that if I'm saying blowjob in French, it's peep, right? Because we are using
we
it
go.
for a quote
Here
of
we
the
go.
weekend on Easter Sunday. The podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna use it at church on Sunday. She wants to, wants us to go up to the pastor.
Ann says I will be interested in the new one too.
Hmm.
Uriel, don't forget when you're on the cover of
Of
CNET magazine of CEO
Speaker Monthly.
of the year, who supported
Yeah,
you along
we
the
got
way.
your back.
What ridiculous people said fuck around your speaker more times than any speaker has ever had fuck said around it.
Yeah. So that's that. All right. So we to kind of do our celebrate, we went and got roast beef sandwiches today at Kelly's Roast Beef,
Guys, roast beef.
which is a Boston tradition, and they started opening them down here because there's a lot of Bostonians down here. Place was a little packed during the lunch rush today, which was good. We did sit outside. It was beautiful here today, but we wanted to share with you a little video of the sink in the bathroom. Now, you know these like what are the Dyson, right? The Dyson hand dryers. Well, they have one
This fucking
attached
thing.
to the sink. And
It's-
so I look at this thing. What is this? Handlebars? What is happening here?
It's
Right?
the most confusing thing in
So
the world. And
you'll-
I've used it like 3 times now.
You'll see the water will come out in the middle, but if you trigger the air on the sides, then the water doesn't come out. So
No, it
this
blows
is-
the water.
Right, so so I wet the hands, and then that thing comes on, and the water turns on.
Yeah, but so here's the thing. If you so I go in like this.
Yeah, but that would
But-
set off your.
And that's why every time I can't get the water to work. Because I'm turning on the
Yeah.
blowers and
Yeah, no, because it's like, yeah,
oh, it's so
it's the only place we've
stressful.
ever seen this thing.
No, I saw one in Connecticut at
Did you?
one of the casinos.
Really?
Would you?
I didn't go to a casino in Connecticut with you. Must have been some other
The
man.
Foxwoods, was it?
I've never been to Fox.
It was one of the
with you.
casinos fucking had it. I forget
Anyway,
which one, but
It was the
it
only
was
time.
actually it was in Dylan's Candy Bar, I think.
I've never been to a Dylan. I don't even
Yes,
know
we
what that
did.
is.
We went for your birthday.
That was in Providence.
Okay, wherever it was.
They didn't have that.
Yes, they
I've
did.
never seen that before in my
We
life.
went to the Dylan's Candy Bar.
The Dylan's Candy Bar.
Yeah, we went and got the fucking the drink with all the foam, the dry ice.
Yeah.
That's Dylan's Candy Bar.
Okay. I do remember going there.
So that sink in that bathroom.
All right.
And I remember
maybe I didn't have
telling
to
you,
go.
"Oh my God, check out that sink," and you never
Yeah.
did. And I
Well,
was like,
anyways,
"Oh, I
that
can
was
see
the
it."
sink that we like. It's it's like a like remember that Bop It toy that the kids would have? You bop it and you twist it and you whatever. That's what it's like. You have to go in to get the water like straight in.
Oh, it's
and then
too stressful.
So if it
It's
should
more
come
like
with
operation.
it should come with like little instructions.
It has instructions on the wall. It's hard. It's
It
confusing.
doesn't have instructions
I don't
on
even
it.
know what to do with it.
Um,
Okay, so what do we have? So the fucking album is out. I'm super excited
Yeah,
about it. I'm
album's
so
out.
proud about you.
I'm taking a nap.
I gotta tell you, I like listened to it today. I guess probably 3 times total because I listened to it twice this morning and then we listened to it together. Like I'm so proud of him and it's really good. Like you'll like cry. And then like
She cries.
I cry every time I listen to our theme song, I cry. So that's how fucking stupid I am. But anyway, I'm really excited about it and I'm super proud of you. And
Thank you.
Doug's had we've had a rough go of it. We've been married for 10.5 years. During that time, we have been through
Stupid
hell.
wife got sick.
I have been sick the entire time. Doug has been my caregiver. He was supporting his 2 sons, proud dad of an autistic son and of a gay son, has done everything he possibly can to support them.
None of that was my fault, by the way. I'm all man. I'm all neurotypical man right here.
I like my husband. There's if his son texts him, he drops what he's doing. Doesn't matter what it is, and he's going to respond immediately to the point where it's like, Doug, seriously, you can finish wiping your ass before you text him back. But you're just a great dad. You're just a great dad. You love your son so much.
I tried to be. I had a good role model.
You learn about the things that they're interested in. You take time to engage with them. And they're grown men now, but they're fucking playing board games in the living room and Mario, and we all play mini golf. And I can't believe we didn't play.
We did not play mini golf this time. Yeah, we're slipping a little bit.
Somebody's gonna have to remind me next
Although
time.
last time Wes was here, we did go and they have mini golf where there's gators in the pond and you get to feed them.
Yeah, we did that with both of them last time, I think. Well, you know what the thing that was funny is that Nolan and Wes operate on a different schedule than we do. They wake up way later.
Oh yeah.
And so when Nolan was here, because we kept saying we're gonna go out for his 21st birthday, and he's like, it's like 9:00 at night. He's like, are we going out? And I'm like,
what are you, nuts?
It's 9:00.
I can't do that. It's dark out.
I was a young woman when we made these plans.
Tracy says, "Oh, Doug, on your next album, can you make a neurodivergent song? I love bilateral
there's
music."
Definitely, and I don't know if you listen to it, but there's definitely some of those qualities in there. Actually, there's a secret in there that I'll tell you about one day. The thing you told me today.
I don't remember what I told you today. What song was it?
Oh, I think it was Rock and Roll Villain. It had this backbeat that I really liked.
Backbeat that you liked. I don't remember.
Beverly.
Beverly. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hillbillies.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, if you can figure that one out,
it's just that's an easy one to figure out.
Okay, so what is going on? Okay, so today, Tracy says okay. I don't know what she's saying. Okay,
she's saying okay. You'll talk to her in private.
Also, we're gonna do the podcast on Sunday night at 8:00. We're just gonna play Jackbox. So anybody who wants to come is welcome to come. It will be super inappropriate, not appropriate for families. Yeah. So if you're home alone,
if you're a decent person, you might not want to tune in.
Maybe you put the bottle down and hang out with us instead, or if
look at John Federa gives us a nice laughing face.
Yay! I love John.
Brother John.
How's little Val? Everything.
Yeah.
I keep seeing pictures. Everybody looks good, so that's good.
She
kind of feel like Huddy was the glue that held everybody together. Everybody's not there's not as much.
Well, I always thought John was the fly in that ointment.
I don't know. I will tell you that I
like to tease John.
I miss everybody, but I miss Huddy so much. Don't you miss Huddy?
I miss everybody. I miss that kind of camaraderie.
Everybody, but there's something about Huddy that he just I don't know. He just lights up a room.
Yeah.
But people say that about us.
I think John has some hysterical quality.
John's just a different vibe.
He would be up for some no good.
Everybody
had different.
Everybody has a different vibe, but I think Huddy in a lot of ways has our vibe, in that he's really lighthearted and really energetic, like a golden retriever. So the three of us. And John's I don't like this is probably a bad analogy, but it was the first thing I thought of because of a meme he posted one
Yeah.
day. He gives like Tony Soprano vibe, like he's
a
like,
little bit, yeah.
like he's
yeah.
mellow and he's laid back and he doesn't say much, but when he says shit, it's fucking
yeah.
brilliant or hilarious.
I could imagine sitting in like
I love
people
it.
watching with John and just crying, laughing at some of the stuff.
You know
that would come
what?
out.
Sammy's
'Cause-
cool. Sammy's cool. He comes out with some funny lines. He's also very quiet, but he comes out with some funny shit. But
And Val's a sweetheart. Val's a
fucking
sweet
Phil. Phil cracks me up.
Oh yeah, and I don't know, Ed and I hit it off. It was good.
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah, it was all good.
Of course, my
All right,
aunt, which none of this would have ever happened
right.
for my
We
aunt
wouldn't know
Cheryl.
anybody.
We miss her.
So Ann, guys, my cousin is with me and she's been listening to the podcast with me, but I'm tired because I work today. So good night all. Hope
Good
my
night,
friends
darling.
are feeling well. So she's out. Good night. I hope she has pleasant dreams. And then Tracy says, you light up a room.
Yes, I do.
She lights it up.
It's with my high beams.
This podcast started out with Stacy sang a version of
Is there
Where is
anybody like
Thumpkin?
me?
Huh?
Is there anybody like me?
Is there anybody like
Like
you?
on the planet?
S- Bobcat Goldthwait, maybe.
I
don't
think
know.
he's dead.
No, he's not dead. He's still alive.
Oh.
She always appreciates a nice high beam, of course. All right, so is anybody like you?
Is anyone like me?
Not
doesn't-
one, any
we've
one
already-
person.
We've already.
I could
cleared
put like
up-
3 people
we've
together and
already
get
cleared.
close.
We've already cleared up that no one likes me.
Oh, nobody like no. Yeah,
it was
well,
my destiny. I should even say that because I'm manifesting. it.
yeah. What the?
Everybody
don't talk to
loves
yourself.
me. I'm surrounded by love and people who love me and people who
Tracy likes your
appreciate
high
me and
beams?
people who
It's no
respect
problem.
me and who like my titties and are friendly and helpful and generous and kind and hilarious and talented and beautiful, amazing people all around me.
John says, "Love y'all and miss you, crazy kids."
This is what you
Yeah,
call
for
hippie
sure.
bullshit right here.
Hippie bullshit right here. Doesn't even pay attention to John's statement.
What did John say?
He said,
Love
"Love y'all and miss
your
y'all, crazy kids." Yeah,
Come on down, get a
absolutely.
guest room.
We gotta come over there.
It's a lovely queen size memory foam mattress. You have your own bathroom. You have a sauna. There's a plethora of essential oils.
And-
Every supplement. you
And he
can
and Val
fucking
are
think
not
of.
married yet, so
Oh, wow.
Val will be
Sleep in
sleeping
separate
separately.
rooms.
Indeed,
Well, we let Nolan sleep with his boyfriend.
but
in our
they're
house,
they're
so-
both boys. That's nothing bad's gonna happen there.
Were we worried that Val's gonna get pregnant? She's a grown ass woman. Oh,
You know, we just are very protective of Val.
she's adorable. I love her. She's the sweetest. She's so sweet. My aunt is like, she's got this like mother hen kind of like energy about her,
Mhm.
or like a mama bear kind of energy. Like she organizes everybody and worries about everyone, and she thinks about everything. And she's just really sweet and thoughtful, and I don't know, I like her. Feisty.
Feisty,
It's a Portuguese
feistiness.
thing. You wouldn't
What is
understand.
it the Portuguese people? Why?
We're
You know, why
spicy.
can't you just be normal?
We're spicy white.
Can't you just be normal like
All
us
right.
white people?
Yeah. Who put fucking spray sunscreen on our hand to rub it on our face.
Yeah, I'm not
6
spraying
times.
it in my face and getting it all over. That'd be
Yes,
crazy.
but you could use the stick or the.
All right, so Doug, what are you drinking? It looks good. This is not a sponsorship thing, but
We
This
wish
is-
they would sponsor.
this is
us.
Topo Chico.
We would
This
just
is
do it for the fucking
Mexican
free
mineral
Topo
water.
Chico. We
I say
fucking love that
Mexican
shit.
mineral water, but I don't think it's actually from Mexico. And I can't see this because there's not a lot of light over here, but you could probably read it with your younger eyes.
Oh,
Oh, your flashlight. Okay, I could
I'm
have
high
done
as
that.
fuck. I can barely keep my eyes open.
Is it from Mexico?
From Mexico.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Mexico.
Mr. Madeira.
Maderos. The kids have brought you a Topo Chico. That's probably super offensive, but Topo Chico, it's a mineral water. It's carbonated. It's
Buy it by the case in
and we
Costco.
buy it by the case.
We actually had bought it originally thinking it was glass bottles. They are not glass bottles, and it's something that really bothers me.
If it was a glass bottle, could I do this?
No, but that's the point. I wish it
But
was
it's
a
good.
glass bottle.
So you might see it in an establishment such as Chipotle in a glass bottle. What are you doing with your titties now?
I'm scratching my titty. It hurts.
Well, could you do it discreetly?
No.
This is terrible. You don't see
You
me
can't
scratching
do
my
it. Look
balls.
at how big they are. I can't do anything discreet with them. Your balls are small.
I'm laughing because
What?
it's just simply well, they're small compared to those. I'll tell you that much. But are they small next to raisins? No, they're larger than that.
No, but I'm saying that like
They're larger than
these
grapes.
are front and center.
Yeah.
Like it's obvious when you do shit with your balls. Like we know, everyone knows when you're doing shit with your balls. Fortunately,
Like
for
right
the
now?
general public, you only do things with your balls when you're at home.
Oh.
Like
Like
you're not
what-
a ball
Tonight's quote, your balls are small. That's I don't even know. Like the humiliation I experience.
Oh,
Do you think I have small balls?
You don't have small balls.
All right,
I'm saying relative to my tits, they're small.
Well,
Which is
relatively
why the
to
girl at the juice shop today.
Oh my god, the girl at the juice shop. So she's talking about the pink cocaine and all this stuff or whatever.
Oh, I hadn't even gone to the pink cocaine.
And so I
yet.
had mentioned something about how
He was-
whatever, and so
was just
she
saying
goes, "Well, I can
something
see who wears the pants in this relationship." And she
Well, wait,
pointed-
hang on. First, you made a dad joke, and she did not like
what was
that.
the dad? I don't even remember.
You
the
were
dad
like
joke.
explaining something.
Oh,
to
I
her,
totally mansplained something to her.
and I go,
I'm like
so he's
the
with the
sun sets in
mansplaining.
the
I'm
west.
sure she appreciates your mansplaining. And then she goes, "Well, I know who wears the pants in this relationship."
Goddamn hippie bullshit juice bar. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that vegan, no meat eating fucking patchouli
I've
wearing
been coming
bitch.
in hot on the vegans lately.
I don't know. I have nothing
I
against
a lot of
anybody.
friends who are
I really
vegans.
don't.
I
Yeah.
love them. I just don't understand it, and I have to admit, everything I don't understand or anything that traumatizes me, I fucking make jokes. I make jokes about everything. Is really what it comes down
Yeah,
to.
no.
Nothing is off limits. It's terrible. It's a
Where-
sickness. I know.
The other
sorry.
night I said
I'm sorry.
there should be a line in
I'm
humor
sorry.
that you don't cross.
No wonder my family hates me.
Well, they don't, whatever. They don't count.
What's your
No.
what was your quote? The
Oh
other
my god,
night?
I went on a rant.
What was it?
I went on a rant.
Is there anyone in your family that's not a complete fucking idiot?
Well, it was like they messed up the obituary. They I don't- they disinvited you to a funeral and like, oh my god, it's like life is all right. Life, we can say life is hard. It gets a little messy, but it's not that fucking hard. You invite the family to the goddamn funeral. You behave. Everybody goes their separate way. They get to grieve, right? Take 5 minutes out of your goddamn day to grieve a person with the family. There's family. I know families don't like each other, but swallow your goddamn pride, everybody. Half an hour, graveside, boom, throw some dirt, you're out, right? Is it so goddamn hard that you have to disinvite somebody to a goddamn funeral? Practically raised you.
Well, the worst part was that it was my poor grandfather was the one who called me to tell me, I just lost my wife of 56
Yeah.
years. You can't
Now
come
the kids
to
are
our
ganging
funeral.
up on me.
We had a family meeting and you can't come to the
Jesus,
funeral.
Mother.
Are you kidding me? You
family
put him
meeting.
through that?
You know what? I'm
You
part
put-
of the family. I was invited to the meeting. You didn't hear my side of the story. I'm bringing my Norwegian judge with his gavel.
Can you
Oh,
imagine?
well, Stacy needs to speak now. She has not had her say. I don't know
No,
what kind
I
of. That's
just-
not even Norwegian.
I honestly I am accustomed to people not wanting me around. I
but,
am.
oh, you still here?
Unfortunately, yes. I am accustomed to people not wanting to have me around. It's been something I've been painfully aware of my entire life due to the many times my mom told me she wished she had an abortion
That's
and
not
just the
nice.
general tone that I lived with, that my existence was not good. That coupled by the fact that I am not spoken to by anyone in my family, including my own children and my daughter who just got married.
And your mom and dad.
I have spent a large part of my life being suicidal because feeling like people don't want me around.
Well, that's not very.
and
funny.
I've tried to be like what they wanted me to be and tried to be like normal or whatever. And I realized that I couldn't fucking do that. I was never going to make them
You're
happy.
never gonna make people
And I was
that
gonna
are not
fucking
happy
kill
happy.
myself if I kept on the path that I was on. So I'm doing my best to be my authentic self and to accept the fact that some people just aren't going to fucking like
Well,
me.
you are
And I got to tell you,
Authentico. If we're in Mexico,
I am Authentico, but I will tell you, it has been fucking liberating. I do not have nearly as many friends, and I'm completely fine with that because the people that I have are
pretty
absolutely
awesome.
amazing. And
Speaking-
most of them
speaking of-
are here tonight.
There's no lines except for blurred lines. And then
Well, it's the weed.
Tracy Marie
All
says,
lines
"I am
are
happy
blurred.
to have you both in my life, and thankful that you're authentic in yours." You
That's
can never,
so-
although I don't think I'm authentic, because you can never tell when I'm kidding or putting on some act of Norwegian judge or whatever. You just never know where you're gonna get with me, and it's probably I don't even know.
Sometimes you're being bad, and they can tell because if I'm laughing, you're being funny, and if you're being a
If I'm
fucking
being-
idiot, I'm not laughing. Can I have the tissue?
So
Or-
well that went down in the depression aisle
Sorry.
real quick. Could you just knock it off? What are you doing? Quad reigns. That's
Lip
funny for
service.
anybody that knows who Claude Rains is. Does anybody know who Claude Rains is?
No.
He played the Mummy. No, actually, Claude Rains played the Invisible Man, but he did have
We-
like a rap on his
We
face.
have
like
some
that.
people that we need to talk about today, as a matter of fact.
We
in-
talked
the
about that
world-
juice bitch.
So the juice bitch said that, and then Doug said he needed is this going to give me a lot of energy so I can blah 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 blah, and I go, no, you would need cocaine for that, and then I started talking about pink cocaine.
It was typical, like
and-
Stacy just like blah, 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 cocaine, blah, 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 and,
It's like a whole restaurant
and
full of
these
people
people-
in Naples,
and
like,
it's like one of these Whole
bougie.
Food like kind of like
It's so bougie.
like bougie
was
juice place.
$24 for a juice and a smoothie.
I didn't want my smoothie, but you made me have it because you wanted me to have energy and goodness. Anyway, so all right, so these people are all like these. Oh my god, it was not a good energy.
It was
room.
hilarious.
And so it's not a place that you really want to
Be yourself.
Well, be talking about cocaine and dicks and stuff
It's
like
fucking
that. you know?
Naples. The whole town was built on cocaine.
Well,
the whole
anyway,
town is probably
anyways.
still on cocaine. If not, there's the cardiologist probably fucking give them. Cocaine.
but you did like your juice though. You thought that was a good juice.
My juice was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it wasn't anything special. I thought it was going to be like
Yeah, it was okay.
more pineapple-y or
Mm.
more cucumbery, but it was really a lot. It was just spinach. And it's sorry, mostly celery.
So
Although the celery is just overpowering. I don't know, but there should have been more pineapple, I think. Yeah. So the record is out.
Yeah.
We went to Naples. We had our Kelly's roast beef.
yeah, we saw Gator
We
In a
we
lake.
saw
and it was
couple
afraid
gator.
of me. Yeah, we did.
Doug
See
got
it.
out to take a picture and it ran away. Do you have a
Yeah,
picture?
I walked out of the Jeep and yeah, I do have it. Oh, and then we saw this lady.
Oh my
um,
god, pull those up. They're hilarious.
All right, let me see if I can get this.
Side note, I need you to just start sending me random photos you have of anything because I'm
Um,
trying to do a random photo or meme a
All
day.
right, so we've got
What in the fuck is this?
select, boom, and then
That was a Porsche, ladies and gentlemen.
I believe it's pronounced Pusha.
I believe that was a
Um,
Boxer convertible.
I'm gonna
Um,
airdrop this thing right here. Boom, boom.
Somebody's slumming in our neighborhood. Although maybe they're
Maybe
going
it's
over to
someone's
drug
side
dealer's house.
piece.
Remember when the day there was a Lotus over here?
Yeah, Lotuses
fuck
are
was this?
cool as hell. All right, so this
I-
lady, we pull
yeah.
up next to this lady.
I think the Lotus is the only thing I really want to drive that I haven't driven. What
This
the fuck is
lady,
that?
she had this thing. I don't know. Like, I don't think that's safe to be driving with that because you can't see people
But what
coming
the
on your
fuck was
side.
the point? Like, so first of
Like,
all,
you have tinted windows.
so here's what I'm wondering: is it possible that her air conditioning's not working?
Is it possible she's a celebrity and doesn't want to be spotted? Is it
Okay,
possible
that's
she
a
has
ratchet ass
she has some
washcloth.
hideous? Maybe she has some hideous facial issue and she doesn't want people to see her in
That's a
traffic.
washcloth that somebody's grandmother bought at or abuela bought at Ann and Hope in 1987.
1983.
They kept it nice. It was the guest towels.
It was. All right. So then we went through this really nice area in Naples, and there was this big lake, and we saw this guy right here swimming around.
That's an alligator for you kids who don't live in Florida.
Yeah. See, there's his nose, there's his eyeball, and his body is down
And
here.
how do
Anyway,
you know it's an
and-
alligator, not a crocodile?
because
If
he'll
it was a
see
crocodile,
later.
it would have came over and eaten us.
Crocodile would have chased
They-
me back into the Jeep.
They do not fuck around. And by
But
the
this
way,
thing was timid. He was,
Yep.
I was probably 20 yards from him, and as soon as I walked down on the grass between the grass and the water, and the sidewalk and the water, he was out of there.
I will say this:
Mm.
you do not like going to the Everglades in the Jeep because of the no doors.
There's shit down there that will jump in and
The pit bulls and parolees.
oh my god, the pit bulls. Yeah. Well, the other thing I didn't like is that the battery light came on, meaning that we had to get out of there, and we only had so much battery life left, and we were in the middle of nowhere. It was kind of scary. But the Everglades are a cool place. They really are.
You're all a cool place.
Anyway, all right. So, do you have any hashtags to go over?
Oh yeah, and hashtags, and we got to go over the wall because we we'll do the hashtags and then we'll do the wall.
What wall?
The stuff
Oh,
we
the
did in the
thing.
Facebook wall today because we
Okay,
were not
yeah.
even home to fucking
It's
discuss it.
9:30. We used to do like an hour podcast. Now it's like routinely
First of
4
all-
hours long. Like it's like goddamn Live Aid in the 80s. It's like 4 hours long.
We are the world. Did you watch that video I sent you?
No, I didn't.
Oh my
I
God,
didn't-
it
I
was
didn't
so
get a
good.
chance.
Okay.
So hashtags, which this is where we
Yeah,
try to blend in
hashtags
with
are,
the
Jamie Lee-
trending communities.
So I don't. Yeah. So Let's start at the beginning.
Let's do 'em.
Marital hate. That's the name of our
That's
podcast.
us.
Marriage. We have one.
We're married.
Comedy. I'm fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Empty nesters. We ain't got
We
no
are-
more
yeah, we got no
kids.
kids.
LGBTQ.
living with us.
We're pandering to the gay community.
Yeah, we pander. We parent and
Spirituality.
pander.
We're going to church. We joined a cult. Cannabis. I'm high as fuck. Conspiracy. I'm a conspiracy nut. Natural health. So we're gonna give
She drank a juice today.
a prostate exam to Dave Ethier with our thumb.
I'm not.
Dark humor because we're
well,
fucked up.
yeah, we have some
Bills
dark humor.
Mafia because
go Bills. Why not?
Josh motherfucking Allen.
That's right.
I
everybody.
don't really care.
Yeah, you
Lyme,
do. Yes,
because
you do.
That is my primary diagnosis that has made me sick for 10 and a half
Along
fucking
with
years
Katie
now.
Murphy.
Streaming because that shit's trending as fuck because
Yeah.
apparently streaming is cool right now. Little did you know, it's cool with all the kids.
Yeah.
That's what all the kids are doing. Swingers. Here's the funny one. People have asked us many times if we are swingers. We are not swingers. However, we found that when we were talking about swingers on the podcast and we hashtagged swingers, we got a fuckload of followers. So now we just hashtag swingers every night. So we're not swingers, but technically, but if you're going to take us on vacation, we'll do a soft swap. And for international
I don't even know what that
travel,
is.
a full swap.
As long as I get,
It's like when the chicks fool around with each other or whatever.
I can just watch that, right? I don't have
Yeah,
to
you
get in
guys
the middle of
watch and yeah, there's
that. I don't have to watch
shrapnel.
with another dude, do I? Because
There's-
that's kind of
There's
gay.
no shrapnel. We make each other
I don't
come
care.
and then
I don't know.
you all do
There's
your
no
thing. And
shrapnel.
we high five. We do like a group high five when we're done.
A group high five?
Yeah, like
Are you gonna wash your hands first after you stick your thumb in somebody's butt? I don't know.
Well, what if I put my thumb in your butt?
If anybody else would like to co-host this marital hate podcast, we're taking applications as we expect the male version of the male co-anchor to be quitting
What is wrong
shortly.
with me?
I don't know what's wrong with you.
Okay. How is this podcast not viral? Can you guys explain it to us? Because we don't understand how everyone doesn't watch this podcast. Okay, so how should our natural health? Yeah, dude, if you need any help with the natural health stuff, I'm your girl. My friend is sick today. Told him he's got a double ear infection and strep. I told him you probably have mono too.
That's a
sinus
person that needs
bomb,
some
Epsom
monolaurin
bath,
right there.
Monolaurin 3 times a day and load up on vitamin C. I don't necessarily like the emergencies, but it's what he had.
Did you notice
and rest.
that Tracy Murray is dying?
Tracy, don't die.
Oh,
I
shit.
like you.
Now I gotta
I
beg
want to go
you
to
some
Disney
sort of
World with you someday.
send her a fruit basket or something.
I want to go to Disney World with Tracy and Bex.
Yeah,
one
that
day.
would be fun. Although I think Tracy might be all like, I worked here and I know this and there's a shortcut
She
and
does.
yeah. I don't want to like being all experty. I just want to have fun.
So here's
I
the
want to
thing
eat
that
like
would be
I
weird
want to eat
about
that like
'cause
Mickey
can I
pretzel
tell
or
you?
something.
I would either love that or hate that.
You like
so-
to be in charge of
No,
your
no, no.
Disney trip.
So I'm so used to planning it.
Yeah,
But
you
like,
ladies
but
would
I
have
feel
to
like
work
I would
together.
trust Tracy. I
And
feel
then
like I feel like I trust Tracy to do
Yeah,
it.
and
I
then
do,
you would
I feel
high
like-
five each other afterwards.
Well, we would first of all, me, Tracy, and Bex all get DAS.
Oh,
So
they
and
get
you
it 'cause-
can for your plantar fasciitis too.
wait, do they get it because they're gay or is that because of other reasons?
Well, I don't know that they like care that they're gay.
Oh, okay. That's right.
I think
that's
Disney
right.
is like gives you, and I think
It was a
Disney
close
gives you-
call there with the whole
I think
DeSantis thing,
Disney
but
gives
now
you
we're
free
good.
Sprinkles if you're gay.
Oh, Becky worked there too. I didn't know that.
Well, you get free sprinkles. I think.
Free sprinkles?
I think if you're gay, you should get free
You
sprinkles.
should get free something. Yeah, why not?
I don't know. What should you get for free if you're black? Free sprinkle. Everybody gets free sprinkles.
Yeah.
If you're in a protected class,
Disney is built on the
Listen,
gay.
we're
Are
gonna-
you saying that? Wait, that little fucking mouse is gay? I didn't know that. Are you telling us?
I don't care.
Or is
if
the
mouse
duck?
is gay.
Maybe it was the duck and the mouse
I
together.
find it curious that there's so many Disney characters that don't
Minnie.
wear pants.
Mini. Yeah,
The
right.
Di-
You
the
never
Disney-
see them together, do
Disney
you?
characters without pants are concerning to me.
Well,
By the way, I don't think Disney is for children. Do not bring your children there. It's terrible. Don't go with
not for
children.
children.
Go with like
Um,
your teenagers. Sure, if they can get themselves around the park,
Yeah.
and they don't have like
Give
a
you
drug
5
problem,
minutes
yeah,
piece.
you're
Send
fine.
them over to the.
You're fine. You're fine. If
Tilt-a-whirl.
and you have your own room, you're fine.
Mm.
But other than that,
I just want. I
don't.
love this quote so much. I just want to leave it up. Disney is built on a gay graveyard.
somebody's using dryer sheets.
Oh, I can smell it. I can smell.
I love
I
that
don't
smell, but it's so bad for you. Like I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
know. Disney is not for kids; it's for the adult. Yeah, it's 100%. Yeah,
100% for the adults.
the forced
Um,
perspective.
I could
it's-
just fucking sit there and go to. I could just go to Small World all day long.
Small World is so great.
Does anybody want to
It's-
sponsor us going to Disney
yeah.
World? Because we would love that.
Send us like
Here is this. Okay,
send us about $5,000-$6,000, and we'll go for a couple days.
these are the kinds of
We're gonna
sponsors
eat
that we're
at
seeking.
the best places.
Okay, these are the kinds of sponsors that we're seeking. If you know anybody, this is the kind of
All right,
sponsors
here we
we're
go.
seeking.
Here we go.
First of all,
First
we would
sponsor.
like a sponsorship by Leisure Travel RV Dean specifically. We would like a sponsorship by Jeep for a baby Jeep because we need a baby Jeep. Also, we would like a
Gibson guitars and Rickenbacker guitars and Gretsch guitars. Thank you.
and apparently some sort of separate vessel to transport all the guitars in. Thank you.
You never know when I'm going to have an idea for a song. You never know what kind of guitar.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to kick you in the balls every 5 minutes for the next
What is
10
it? What,
years. to
what
get
is
the
this? The balls episode? Everybody's
Yes,
talking
it's the
about my balls.
episode. How many
Yeah.
times did I have to nag you about this fucking album? How
You
many
know
times
what?
did you guys hear me
The
nagging?
album's done. You're still nagging
How
me
much-
about it. So there you go.
I will never be done nagging you about anything. That's why you should have done what Charlie said, and
And
on her
got a
10th anniversary, got a hooker.
Yeah, he did. He said, "Yeah."
Charlie lives alone
um,
in a dome in the woods.
So I personally
doesn't
learn
have
something
running
new
water.
every time I'm in a Disney park. Over a year. Over a year.
I want to go. Let's go. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go.
Well,
I know we can't, but I want to.
Hmm.
We could.
you could go on the cheap. Well, there's
Somebody, okay, so we would like a sponsor.
Tracy knows some fence we
I
could
would
hop.
like a sponsor of a fashion stylist, like a fashion stylist that wants to come in and be my stylist. We'll put your name in the credits. We would like a sponsor of a we would like a sponsor of a nail person to do my nails. Maybe some sort of a or maybe Kelly our chiropractor doctor could sponsor us. I want to have a cult and a commune, and it would be nice if somebody covered StreamYard. Costs us $49.99 a month, and then Canva costs us like $12.49 a month.
And the cost of relief hosts, because I can't.
No, but
I
it
can't
costs
take
us
this
money.
every
It
night.
costs us money to do the podcast.
All right.
So we will eventually need to get sponsorships. So if anybody is interested in putting their name attached to ours, good idea. That'll be good for
the
your
Morgan and
brand. No,
Morgan
you know
legal
where
team.
I think we would be good for certain brands.
.com.
Like, yeah, definitely the Morgan.
Oh,
and
you know
Morgan
what? I
legal team.
really think we should
Dildo
approach.
companies, cannabis companies.
We should approach Cards Against Humanities because we're the Cards Against Humanity of
the Cards Against
podcast.
Humanity podcast.
Yeah,
Oh my
we're
God.
the podcast of the podcast. Anyway, all right. So let's start to wrap this up. I know how you wrap things up. We got to get a little head start.
You want me to hip hoppity doo doo?
Maybe I'm gonna have to start using drugs so that like
Okay.
I'm not so in.
So hashtag
Okay.
Boston because we're from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
If we put hashtag Situate Marshfield, like
Yeah. We'll
Nobody
put whatever.
Berkeley, yeah, Berkeley Bob in the house. Although I only lived there 2 years, so Boston, Southwest Florida because we live here now, Cape Coral. Hashtag new music because he made some new music, and hashtag indie musician. That's what he is. And hashtag Perfectville, which is the theme song to our podcast and one of my favorite songs on the album. I also like Smiles Like the Sun, Rock and Roll Villain, and Redneck Graceland, and Junkie. Those are my like 5 favorites.
Oh, that's all but 3 songs on the album.
No, I mean I like all of them, but those are my favorites. I've also been listening to those for a lot longer. Okay. So Apple Music is where Doug's album was released today. Please pick it up. It's also going to be on the other services soon. But
I wish it was a tangible thing. Like we got a box of them and we're holding them up.
Well,
Like that would be cool.
again, we can do pre-orders for a vinyl record. Some
Yeah.
people have asked already, so we'll just do that. And then let's see. New music, Perfectville. So hashtag indie musician. Perfectville's a song. Apple Music is where it was released. Hashtag Julian Assange in a segue. So Julian Assange has been given a temporary reprieve until the United States guarantees that they will take execution off the table. I didn't know execution was on the
It's
table,
treason.
but he is
Technically.
facing 175 years in the United States. I and RFK Jr. believe that he should be pardoned, and I don't believe that, and I also believe that Edward Snowden should be pardoned. I'm curious as to what the other politics.
I thought they were the same guy for the longest time. Like in my head, I know what they both look like, but they both look like the same to me. Like they're one guy. There's a lot of people like that are like one person.
So according to The Guardian, whether this is true or not, it's just the first thing that came up. Donald Trump offered Julian Assange a pardon if he would say Russia was not involved in leaking Democratic Party emails, a court in London has been told. So, who knows? Assange targeted U.S. and Trump over his WikiLeaks. Founder was targeted in the U.S. over his exposure to state-level crimes, and Donald Trump has requested some options on... I don't know.
This is really heavy.
Yeah, and I'm too high to read. I'm too high to even read this. But anyway, he's gotten a brief stay. A lot of people believe that he should be pardoned, as should Edward Snowden. I'm one. RFK is one. I believe Trump is on the fence, and it's pretty clear Biden is against it.
I have not made up my mind. I don't know enough about it, so I'm going to just state the. I will look into it. Yeah, I'm going to look into that. I think it's very important.
This is the kind of thing This is the kind of thing that I think is really important right now. Hashtag Cheesecake Factory. So apparently, people like don't want to be taking the Cheesecake Factory on a date. They want to go somewhere nice. And then apparently Kanye was with his new chick at the Cheesecake Factory.
Interesting. Now, I had just read a post about like people's like what restaurant people love, but you don't think it's all that great. And a lot of people said Cheesecake Factory. Now, the thing I like about Cheesecake Factory is that you have a million options. They have
a good gluten-free menu too.
A million options.
But I can't get my chicken anymore.
You could probably get it with a little gluten-free pasta. I bet you could. Oh, maybe it might be breaded. All right, so hang on. So the thing I love about Cheesecake Factory having choices, and they're all pretty good choices, is some other person's thing that they don't. It's just too. I can't wrap my head around that menu. There's too many choices, and I'm like, "What are you crazy?"
It is a long menu.
I don't want 5 things to choose from. I want 105 things.
It's a lot of menu.
Yeah, but it is a lot of menu. It's like a ring bound.
But like if you've gone there, like you have favorites.
Yeah,
like,
there's some favorites. Like there's certain things I wouldn't get.
You will find something to eat. There's literally something anyone can eat there. Like you can be a vegan and eat there. You can be a fish person and eat there.
Person.
You can be
like a pescatarian.
Your whale brother could come.
Yeah.
A whale brother coming.
Yeah, it's a long story.
His mom's gonna come back from the dead with a Neuralink and some other experiments.
It's a long story. You know, like she's
gonna get pregnant with a half whale, half human baby, but we're gonna have to help it
at the age of 93 or whatever it is she would be now.
She's also dust right now, and the brother's gonna have to go live in the ocean, but one day he wants to come to land, so we hit him an adaptive car so he like swims and drives at the same time, and he comes over and gets in the pool every once in a while. Okay. Anyway,
so
feed him sushi.
So anyways, a lot of people are saying like I can think of umpteen restaurants before I would say Cheesecake Factory being overrated.
Oh my God, it's 9:48.
Yeah, no kidding.
I like the Cheesecake Factory. I'll just say it.
Yeah.
We love the chicken Bellagio. Always order it with extra sauce. Always.
I stumbled on that one.
And there's so many cheesecakes that we like. And the appetizers.
I don't like cheesecake.
The appetizers.
I don't remember.
So
I don't remember what they have for appetizers.
Remember that pineapple? There was a pineapple cheesecake.
Yeah, I'm not a cheesecake guy. That's something I think as a food, I think cheesecake is overrated. Like people are like, oh, I love cheese. Same with shrimp.
I can't have
I love
peanut
shrimp.
butter. I can't have cheesecake. My life is ruined.
Yeah. So Tracy would like more info on the Assange thing. So that's true. Tracy loves the Cheesecake Factory. So we're in good company here. Other hashtags, go.
Tracy, you would absolutely love the movie Snowden. Watch it tonight because I know you're going to be up all night anyway.
I'm going to be up all night.
Watch Snowden. And by the way, if you get into it, give me a call because, oh my God. And he's been on Rogan twice. The Julian Assange stuff, there's a million articles about it. I don't know if there's any movies about it, but there's not that like a movie, but there's a billion articles. Okay, so in any case, I would love to go to the Cheesecake Factory right now, but I'm terrified to go to restaurants because of my gluten stuff. But we did okay with Kelly's just fine.
Kelly's, was
Kind
fine.
of. I had to go
Our-
somewhere else to get a
Our
vegetable.
La Casita, you
La Casita is
are
fine
good
as
there.
long as I don't have the tortillas.
Yep.
And then Culver's did it gluten free,
Yeah,
but
it
it was
wasn't the
awful.
same. It wasn't the same.
And Ford's has been good. But I can't get French fries at Ford's.
All right, so
Not
go
that I should,
quick.
So I'm going.
quick
Costco
fire.
is trending. I don't know why Costco is
Well,
trending.
why shouldn't it be? It's
Costco is the best, but I didn't know if something was trending in finance
Oh,
on Costco. So I don't know if they've changed their. I don't know if they're
maybe you should type in Costco news.
financial news. I'm looking. It's not loading. My computer's slow tonight.
3 days ago, Costco is starting to crack down on privileged customers' love.
Oh, probably the returns.
Oh, what is this? What is this here? Real time as me. Only non-members are going to hate it.
Oh.
Social media has been flagging the retail giant to start to roll out a new policy where customers will be required to have an active Costco membership to buy items at the beloved food court. Yeah, it's a beloved food court, all right. But they won't even let you in the building.
I
without an
can't have
ID.
anything to fucking eat there.
Well,
I can't. Like, what can I eat at fucking Costco now?
Who's problem?
Nothing. My life sucks. I just have to get a whole rotisserie chicken and just sit there with it.
and just sit there and eat it like a zombie. She knows me too well, Doug. I have been up since 2:30 a.m. and posting today. I had a crazy nightmare at about 3 a.m. I was up pretty much the whole night after that. I'm exhausted.
Really? Because
Yeah.
you were snoring like a lot.
Really? Well, I wasn't snoring. I was snoring before that.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry to hear that.
Anyway,
I will say I'm cold and my lips are dry.
all right. So let's wrap this up.
I'm going as fast as
We have
I
9
can.
minutes to get out of here before 10. I don't know how this thing turns into 2 hours of a gab fest.
It just does.
Quite
It
frankly,
just does.
I don't have that much to say.
Okay, well, you did tonight. You were chatty. Joan Rivers is trending. The reason why that's funny is the other day we were talking about manifesting shit in the universe.
Yeah.
So the other day we were talking about whether Michelle Obama had a penis or not,
Right,
or was a
right.
man
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
So
that's
there's this
stupid.
like thing. There's this rumor that Michelle Obama was a man. She was Mike, Big Mike, and that Barack Obama is gay. Although we didn't actually discuss that, but this is the rumor. And so Doug's like, I just think it's frivolous, and I agree because I don't care if Michelle Obama used to be a man. It makes absolutely no difference to me. I do not give a shit. It's no one's fucking
Oh,
business.
the kids she gave birth to probably care.
Well, okay, but like the theory is like we have to respect everybody's beliefs. The fact that some people believe that they were adopted or that they weren't her children or whatever, I don't fucking know. What I know is that there are people that believe that Michelle Obama is a tranny. So Joan Rivers is trending. So I don't know if a bunch of people watched our podcast and we just don't know it, but apparently they're looping back to this clip where somebody asked Joan Rivers if she ever thought we would had a gay president, and she said, we already do. We have Barack Obama, and everybody knows Michelle is a tranny. She fucking walks up the stairs. Dude, it's hilarious. You haven't seen this?
I have not seen it. And
Oh my God.
that's a little crazy. Okay, so
By the way, I don't think you're supposed to say that word that she used.
I don't think so.
But
Well, Joan got canceled.
yeah, she was unbelievable.
When was that? 2014?
This isn't where she said it, but
No, we'll look it up at some point.
no,
Oh,
I think this is probably a loop where they're asking her where she said it, what she said. Did they? No. Dude, it was fucking legendary. It was, oh Jesus, it was the funniest fucking thing I'd ever seen in my
You
life.
used to be able to like make jokes about everything, and now you can't. And she was from that era where you could make jokes about everything.
Well, I find myself
and I think
agreeing.
she stayed a little long at the party, I think, and didn't. Yeah, so I think that might be-
I don't think that I think that this idea of canceling comics is out of control, and most obviously people in the comedy space agree with this. People are just fucking ridiculous.
Well, comedians point out the absurdities in life, and obviously, I think that's something that she probably considered absurd. and thought it was really funny, and probably was not in great taste. And we should not think about it. Anyway, all right. So go ahead. We have Lou Gossett Jr. has passed away.
Yeah. Oh God, I wanted to bring. He was in.
It was The Officer and Gentleman was his big role, right?
Yes, I loved him in that, but he's been in
I've
a
never
bunch
seen
of
it.
stuff.
Let's
pull him up on the IMDb.
I
God,
think
how often do we take you guys over to IMDb? It's my
Every
fucking
damn
favorite. If you don't know IMDb, you are missing out. Get the app. This shit is fucking amazing. You can find out like all kinds of facts you didn't know about the movies. You can cross-check actors. You can keep a log of which films you've watched and which actors you've cross-checked. I love
he was in Roots.
I love cross-checking actors. That's one of my favorite things. And he was in Jaws 3D.
Yeah, super
And,
3D.
oh my God, he was in Enemy Mine. Do you remember Enemy Mine? It was the alien guy and Dennis Quaid.
Vaguely, yeah.
And they lived on
I never saw
this
it, but I
planet
remember the
together.
name.
And he was, but it turned out that the alien was a chick.
Oh, don't ruin it.
Oh my God, it
You're
was so good.
ruining
She
it.
had a baby.
Um,
Jaws 3D. So that was Jaws.
it
And
was
it came at
Jaws
your face.
3D in Super 3D. It
That's
was
what
called
happens.
Super
If you
3D.
fucking go to the vineyard in the summer, it's fucking super 3D. Wait till the fall.
He was on an episode of Hawaii Five-0 in 2018. That's the remix.
I'm not even seeing
remake.
anything that I'm excited about. Like I haven't. The
He
color
was in
purple.
Roots. He was in the goddamn Roots for
Okay,
Christ's
well I haven't seen
sake.
that, but he was in other things. The Book of Negroes. Okay.
That's
Well, I don't know if we're
something.
supposed
Boardwalk
to watch
Empire.
that. Yeah, he was Oscar Bond.
um,
You know, he was on Psych. He was on
Hmm.
ER. He was in the Batman.
I don't know what that was.
I don't
Lackawanna
reckon-
Blues.
I'm like way too high to do all this.
Yeah, you're
reading.
making me dizzy. He was in a movie called
Y-
Y2K. If
Does
you know, you
kids
know.
know what Y2K
you
was?
know,
Do any
you
of you
know.
even know? He was on Blue Chips. He's been fucking at it for a long
He
time.
has.
For fuck's sake. 1977, 1976. Black Don't Crack. Good
Love
for
American
him.
Style. He was on that. That was where Happy Days came
Jesus.
from.
1969.
Keep it
How
going
old
back.
how old is this guy? He looks like he's like between like us. He looks
He was
like,
in A Raisin in the Sun.
I think he was probably like
It's
50,
crazy.
50, 52.
No, he was older than that. He was
So
probably
he's been acting.
he's probably
since
like
the
close
big
to 50
story-
when he was
his
in
earliest
Officer and
role
Gen-
is
Gentleman.
his earliest recorded role is in 1957. Let's see how old
Wow.
this motherfucker is.
He was born in the 36.
1936.
So it's 98. Is that right?
no,
No. It's
fucking
88.
way.
It's 88. Sorry.
Still, he looks like he's
No, that's
60.
yeah. No, that's 98. No. I can't do math.
Somebody do math. I can't do math right now. It's a long day. Here, I'll calculator.
No, it's 88.
Oh my God, we're calculating. Because
Calculating.
we'll get canceled for doing the math wrong.
It's 88 because it's 12 years from being 100. So it's 88.
He is 88.
He's 88. Y2K.
I could do
with
that if I had a
crisis.
pencil, but I'm telling you, I'm way too high to do it in my head.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the podcast. It makes me look like I can't do math.
No.
Because I'm always
Because
being-
you're always panicked because you're like, you're on the air kind of a thing.
It is a little stressful.
Anyways,
may
Lou
he
Gossett
rest in
Jr.
peace.
Hopefully he's at peace with Lou Gossett Sr. and Lou Gossett III is not mourning too badly.
I'm telling you, he was great in An Officer and a Gentleman, but he was even better in Enemy of Mine. That fucking movie was amazing.
He was in Roots.
I haven't seen Roots.
We should watch Roots.
Is that gonna make me sad?
I think we should take mushrooms and watch Roots.
No, I'm not watching. No.
That's the funniest thing I've
But I
ever
wonder.
said.
But I wonder like if you're if you have a slave heritage if in your family, or being a slave or having a slave, would that doing mushrooms in that case, would it help you to relieve past traumas?
I don't know.
Or could it fuck you up for life?
Yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't want
It's
to do
probably
that.
not anything anybody
I would
needs to
like
ever
some-
talk about it again.
I would like
um,
nobody to be slaved ever.
Yeah, no, that would have been
And
great.
unfortunately, everybody's been a little slaved.
So, all
I
right.
think we're all more slaved than
Is that
ever
all
right
our
now.
hashtags?
Wait, hang on.
Because
Hashtag
it's 1 minute
Jamie Lee Curtis, Rob Reiner. I don't know why
Rob Reiner's
Reiner's
always good in everything. He was great in The Odd Couple. He was Sheldon with no O. And the aforementioned dad on Wolf of Wall Street. Rob Reiner, fabulous actor, fabulous director. It just seems like a great guy.
Just wanted to ask you guys what you thought of this. We've been doing these thumbnails. I don't know what's going on with Doug's face there, but
Yeah, I don't know.
at least you don't look like a baby this time.
The baby.
You just look a little worse for wear here. You're a little doughy.
Yeah.
And so am I. So anyway, in any case, we're wondering what you guys thought of these.
This was from last night.
This is a thumbnail cartoon. It was a quote from last night that we used to promote tonight. So why are there a bunch of naked men on my screen? That's because you're on MrMan.com during the podcast.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun to watch. Wieners all over the place. Tracy loves the thumbnails. We make little videos.
Oh yeah, we went to Kelly's. We made a little video letting you know. And this was last night. I got chastised for being on a gay porn site during the podcast. So that was fun. Yeah. And then also we told a story about how I've told this story many times in the podcast, but this is a clip from one time when I told it where my boss got stupid drunk. Might be my fault. We might have also been smoking pot on the Baltic Sea with a Ukrainian. And then he got so drunk that he fell into the highway and missed getting hit by a car going highway speeds by like this much. It was fucking crazy. Reminding everyone to make sure they're getting enough magnesium. Most people are magnesium deficient. The best way to absorb magnesium is through your skin. So Epsom salt baths, magnesium oil spray. Quite often with magnesium oil spray, if you put it on your feet and armpits, what'll happen is it'll burn like a motherfucker because you're magnesium deficient. Your body's like wants to suck it all up. I also recommend the Easy Mag from Standard Process. Reach out to Vitamin C Mobile Chiropractic. No matter where you're located in the United States, she's a good friend of mine. She gives everybody a little discount on their supplements. It saves you a little money, and she's happy to help. So in any case, there's an article that I shared that gave the symptoms of magnesium deficiency. Most of us are magnesium deficient. Most of us are vitamin D deficient. Obviously, the best way to know exactly how deficient you are is to have yourself tested. But I use kinesiology. My doctor uses kinesiology. And I've had lab work. I know that I'm magnesium and vitamin D deficient. And because they work together, it's really important that I put them together. And of course, potassium as well. So just something that you might want to think about is, do you need more magnesium? Do you need more vitamin D? Do you need more potassium? Do you need more electrolytes? Just, think about what you're eating. Your body, you have one. And if you don't take care of it, everything falls the fuck apart. Ask me how I know. And we love you. We want you to be around forever so that you can burn in hell for all eternity at the same time we do. Okay. And this is an old white guy with a couple of hoes. Can't help himself. Apparently Norwegians are short on eggs because Swedish come over the border and buy all the eggs because they're hoarding the fucking eggs. And so, yeah, Norwegians, there's going to be they're going to put Swedes in fucking Norwegian prison and they're not even going to be able to leave their IKEA. That would be funny if you have to live at IKEA. If it's prison in Sweden,
they could just paint the
Maybe
meatballs.
That's what they do. Working at IKEA is Swedish prison.
That's funny. They just paint the meatballs and make egg-shaped meatballs, and they're done.
Do Americans
Honey,
work at IKEA?
I gotta stop this podcast. It's after 10. I'm
fuck,
exhausted.
Mary, kill.
All right, fuck, Mary, kill. The guys from Top Gear. If you watch it, you'll know the guys are hysterical.
They are, but I like this guy because he's a farm.
Yeah, the guy in the middle is like kind of that lead henchman guy. The guy,
This guy to be
the little guy is awesome. He's really funny.
But is he creepy?
No, he's not creepy at all. And then the guy on the right is kind of I don't want to say he's the boob, but he's kind of the foil. And he's super affable and but they're all super knowledgeable about cars and things like that. If you've ever watched Top Gear, there was another show that they got kicked off their network and they went on HBO and did it. They're unbelievably funny. They'll take old RVs, like the trailers, and attach them to something and race them around the track until they just fall apart or they hit each other or all this stuff. Then they've done other ones where they jumped a Volvo over a bunch of RVs to see how far that could
Driving
go.
over wooden bridges.
Yeah.
Transporting fish.
Oh my God, they decided to end world hunger and transport food in some sustainable variety to this African village. And so the one guy says, well, if I can bring fish, live fish, then they can breed the fish and it'll end hunger. So he had this Mercedes station wagon and he built like this tank in the back, loaded it with fish. And then when he had to slam on his brakes, all the water came forward and came up over his head. It was one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in a TV show. It was very good. So then they get there and there's like a half a fish left in the tank. And then the other guy like dried fish on the back of his motorcycle and all this stuff. And then they set up this table.
I thought we were trying to wrap up.
Well, I want to finish this.
Okay, go ahead.
So they set up this table in Africa to try and sell their dried fish and the tank of fish and all this stuff, and nobody wanted it.
It was so funny.
So then they decided, well, we can't end world hunger, guys. They're like, okay, and they turn around, they just walk. A helicopter lands and just pulls them out of there. It was unbelievably funny because they had to drive for hours and hours to get there and bring this food and preserve this food.
It's a good show. I would definitely recommend it. But the
funny.
UK one is so much better than the American one, in my
opinion. If I can find that fish in the Mercedes
so good
clip, I will find it and we'll bring it next time.
So our question today was, would you rather never be able to go out during the day or never be able to go out during the night?
I think you have to. I think you have to go with daytime because you need sunlight. Otherwise, you're just
And I feel bad for vampires for this very reason. Look at that hottie.
I don't know.
Buy it at the Apple Store. It's like $10. You help support a local musician and a local podcast, and also you make the world a better place because music makes your heart go round. There should be a vegan rule: if you breastfeed your baby, you get to eat dairy. The vegans are gonna hate me, and then that's a little caterpillar weather. And then if you could tell your past self one thing, this almost broke into fisticuffs.
Tracy would not want to go out during the day. I have that in me a little bit too, but like night is magical. Like sometimes it's really cool.
There are a lot of obscure references on this list, and I definitely recommend you reading them. And I don't want to go through all of them because Doug's going to kill me. But it was funny because this one chick, it was like, fuck it, go for it. And this one guy's like, no, don't fucking, God is watching. And I was oh, Jesus, here we go again. You have no idea who this woman is. And I don't know where Courtney is tonight, but Court, we're thinking of you and we wish you were here. I'm excited that Katie was here. I know she's asleep.
Oh, yeah.
That Anne was here. A lot of first timers. Deb Boudry's here. Just fucking awesome.
I would say
no, she's not.
She wasn't here. She was answering that. I would say if I could tell my younger self anything, I would say just eat better, don't drink soda, and like just change like what I know now about food. And I'm still not great at what
You're getting a lot better. I'm very
but if I had known that,
you have grown so much this year. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, look at me. I'd like to grow a little bit later. Show you how I grow.
Okay, but if we go into the living room and watch TV, it's not going to work out that way.
Yeah, but we have to come down off this active podcast.
Go in the bedroom, we fuck, and you get me a snack. Or we go in the bedroom and you get me a snack and then we fuck.
I don't know what to do. How about I don't know. This is too much information for me. All right. So what are you grateful for?
Well, I just wanted to show you a cute little face with a cookie on it. And then, think about what your advice you would give your younger self and feel free to respond. Anytime you can interact with our posts, like, share, comment, whatever. It helps us to get more footage, bring you a better and better podcast. And also, we can go around the world doing really nice things for people one day. That would be really awesome. Or we could have a hippie commune. Do you guys want to be in a hippie commune with us? Some people think I should be a cult leader. And if you're down with that, I'm willing to cult away. In any case, there was one other thing I wanted to share. Oh, people say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. A Milne/Pooh. And then in here, these are just comments.
It's regular.
There's nothing else. I was just opening all of my comments on my other stuff. So anyway, gratitude. We are going to be here Sunday night, 8:00, Jackbox, just for anybody who's bored or doesn't have a family or doesn't celebrate Easter or just really likes us. We will be here on Sunday night.
We'll be here, Jackie.
We love you guys. If you don't,
Tracy says, "I'm thankful for you too. I'm thankful for going to sleep tonight, manifesting." Yes, no problem. I'm thankful for today being Friday and thankful for our electric blanket. Yeah.
Where do you live? The tundra? I am thankful for excuse me, I'm thankful that you got your record out. I'm so proud
I'm thankful
of you.
for that. Yeah, it's kind of like a big exhale, but now I'm like with the daunting task of doing the next one, which is super fun. I've actually missed kind of the recording process because that was a big thing. And a lot of times when you're not feeling well and you sleep, then I have, I have the ability to work on it. And I just haven't lately because of podcast stuff and
so what you're saying is you miss me being sick all the time?
No, I don't miss that. But
I've still
it's
been
definitely
really tired.
it's definitely because I would rather hang out with you than work on music half the time, right? Because we have fun. But music is
I
fun
can
and
entertain myself.
oh no, I know you do.
I would rather you work on your music than watch like
Yeah,
smut
exactly.
TV, but I also like to watch smut
I'll
TV.
get it done.
Does anybody want to watch smut TV with me?
Yeah, come on over. You'll watch whatever. Farmer needs a farmhand.
Okay, so thankful. I'm
So,
thankful
yeah,
that
thankful
that you got that out.
I'm also thankful
support.
for everyone that shared
Can't believe
shared
it.
the link.
And
It was
it's
so
very
many people.
interesting to think who shared versus who didn't share it.
Yeah, I don't know if it didn't dawn on some people. It's very strange. I should have asked people to share it. And I will going forward. But yeah, I had people that I went to high school with. Just hey, high school, two people I did totally out of the blue, and I was like, oh wow. And then a third high school person. I'm trying to think. There might have been a fourth share. Yeah, just. People that I did not expect, and they're like, "Yeah, this is Todd, our lawnmower guy." Just great support. I felt the support all day, and very.
Todd wasn't fucking vital.
And Tracy says it was a no-brainer to share it, which is
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah, because you're friends with a lot of the folks that would know me as well that I'm not friends with. So that
Well,
that
the thing that's
reaches a
interesting
different audience.
is that like obviously like it should be a no-brainer to everyone.
Yeah,
But Tracy's
yeah.
also incredibly perceptive and thoughtful, and so
Yeah,
of course she
yeah,
shared. But it's interesting. Like you really learn, like when you're trying to do something like this, when you're trying to create something, you learn really quickly who your friends are, because your friends are the ones that are cheering you on every step of the way.
Yeah.
And of course, hopefully they're honest with you and cheering you on at the same time. But it's really been interesting to see that. And the one thing I'm also noticing is I think people like you more than they like me, because we don't get as much support for the podcast as we've gotten for your music. It's so sad.
Well, it's different. I mean, I think it's weird when people come out of the blue, but I don't know, Tracy, I don't know if you've gotten a chance to actually listen to the whole thing or listen or give it any time because you were so busy, but yeah, give it a listen. I want to see what you thought about the whole thing going across the as a whole.
Oh my God, Paul gave him like
oh my God, my
track
friend Paul,
critique.
he was emailing me. He's like, was it
like,
cold again?
No, feel the skin.
Oh yeah,
it's like ice cold.
Yeah,
how is my butt ice cold?
I don't know, but yeah, my friend
feels
Paul,
like I've been in the pool.
Grateful for my friend Paul because he's like, all right, this is the best track of the album. This is really good.
Which one's his favorite?
I think
Redneck Graceland.
No, he thought that was my Red Solo Cup moment. But he called me out on a couple things. He says, this is your worst lyric. That's beneath you. Let's see.
I love that about Paul.
He said,
Paul, I love you. You can have a logo on Christmas again if you want. Why am I so exhausted looking?
Track 3, excellent. He said he loved the rock and roll villain lyrics. He wasn't crazy about Antenna Farm. He goes, the chorus is kind of weak. I'm like, oh, give it another listen, and it sinks in. He said, Redneck Graceland is my version of an intellectual version of Red Solo Cup. He thought the first chords to Junkie was She's My Cherry Pie. Train Whistle has a great intro. And is
that why you were calling me your cherry pie at lunch today?
Yeah. He goes, good tune. You sound like a black cowboy. And I said, and Stacey came up with this joke. That's what Stacey calls me when we fuck. That's very funny. And All Out of Cry is very good. Blah, blah, blah. He says, I would lift weights to Keeping Up with the Joneses because it's a raucous number. And Hard Luck Town, he said was a good tune. So he gave me like very detailed feedback, which was awesome.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, everyone, for all of your support. I'm thankful for time in the Jeep.
Now leave me alone.
I'm thankful for time in the Jeep. I'm thankful for
Seeing a gator.
our church service on Sunday. We're gonna have a
We're having a little
picnic
potluck
and a
after that.
potluck
Yeah.
after. So we have
It's gonna be a busy day.
kind of an
Sunday.
Easter family. Then we have the podcast, and our neighbors have invited us by, so we might stop by with something for the kids from the Easter Bunny. Yeah, we're just really happy in general, and
Yeah.
thank you to
It was a good day.
and thank you to the universe, and thank you for you.
Well, thank you for you.
I'm so thankful for your growth.
I'm thankful for your support.
I am thankful that we're going to check out your prostate right after this.
Yeah.
Where is Thumbkin? Where is Thumbkin?
Wish me luck, guys.
Here I am.